Yeah. You're watching my favorite YouTuber. You're watching Planet Fanatics. You're probably your favorite YouTuber too, right?
Of course, of course. So you
Of
can't hear
course,
me.
of course, 100% amateur hour here on the afternoon woke up. But listen, it's been a long couple days. Let's just get straight up into it. There's a reason why Kang the Conqueror Jonathan Majors is on our thumbnail right now. And it's for multiple reasons. You see here, kids, you see here in this image, and we did talk about this light show a few days ago. We can see Doctor Doom in a light presentation killing off somebody. Someone said R.I.P. Thanos, right? That's what somebody said. Someone goes, that's Thanos, R.I.P. Thanos. But James Mack, the scooper, he says, if that take is really in the movie, I don't think it's Thanos. And he gives his eyes. Who the hell? What? Who's Doctor Doom killing then? We go back and we see that it was been quote tweeted by, I believe, Jonathan Majors will have a cameo in Avengers Doomsday, says the Beyond Reporter. The Beyond Reporter gives us that. So there's a lot of speculation, rumors, talk. People are chatting about how Kang the Conqueror is coming back. Now, there's also people doing investigative journalism. If we go to the Fandom Wire website, and we'll see this page. Is Jonathan Majors joining Avengers Doomsdays? The actor's past comments on Kang return resurface amid new rumors. So it's been 2 years since Majors was fired from Marvel as Kang. For 2 years, Jonathan Majors was put in a Hollywood limbo. The actor's name resurfaced in MCU roles. He was on Tamar Braxton. It was a very nothing interview. New rumors on social media are talking about his character, Kang the Conqueror's comeback. Here's the tweet, or here's a quote from him on USA Today. He says, yeah, of course, I say yes. Disney, Marvel Studios, I love them. Tom Hiddleston, loved working with that guy. Loved working with Paul Rudd. Loved working with Gugu Mbatha-Raw. That was the Renslayer, right? Although Marvel has moved on from the topic and let me swallow my saliva. Although Marvel has moved on from the topic of his being the big bad of the multiverse saga, there are still some fans who are on board with the idea of his return in the near future. Several scoopers like Marvel Update, the Beyond Reporter, have spoken about his potential comeback, but none of these scoops have yet to come to fruition. That's Kang the Conqueror. That's Jonathan Majors. And then you sent me this link right now from Yahoo. What's this about? Darius?
It's the same thing. I said I was sending two links that one from two different outlets.
So Yahoo's talking about it also. Jonathan Majors rumored Marvel return as Kang the Conqueror shut down by original reporter. And this is Marvel update saying Jonathan Majors will return as Kang in Avengers Doomsday, source Beyond Reporter. And then he says, erase that. I didn't say that. So we go on this big roller coaster ride, basically, of is Jonathan Majors back? Will he return his role as Kang? Does he get to be the supervillain? Does his contract get renewed or restructured? Or is he back in a major studio in a way that he wasn't because Magazine Dreams was an independent and Magazine Dreams was supposed to be a Disney project, Searchlight. But with Jonathan Majors out and with the scoop being refuted, it looks like there's no hope at all. No hope at all. Until we read something else. Another rumor mentioning the Australians from down under and how that there was a reported scene shot with unconfirmed actors, not the ones that we saw on the chair, but Avengers Doomsday shot something in Australia. And that question is, was that Jonathan Majors as Kang? Dun dun.
Could be. I watched Loki season 1 because I've been wanting to watch that, and I watched that again. I haven't seen it since. I just haven't seen it in a while, so I rewatched it. Jonathan Majors, of course, it's one of the things that a lot of people, including Marvel Studios, even though they don't like to mention it, raved about from season 1, including Tom Hiddleston. And I love Majors, and I know that he wants to continue on the role as Kang. And I know that that's an old quote there that he said about Tom Hiddleston. I love those guys. I wish he'd stop kissing ass. The reason I say that is because Tom Hiddleston had great things to say about you. Sophia had great things to say about you during your time of recording Loki.
Oh
But
yeah.
after he was let go, not a mention, not a anything. Now I don't know what was said behind closed doors. I just know what was said publicly, and there was nothing other than that Kang actor. So, I know he wants to come back, and I would love for him to come back too. But I also wouldn't want to be in spaces where I'm not wanted. I also wouldn't want to be in spaces where you have already called me that Kang actor, where nobody has, come to my defense or, had my back. Again, I don't know what's been said behind closed doors, but I wouldn't want to walk on eggshells. I'd feel like if I come on set, I'm the outsider. I have to walk on eggshells. I'm this and this and that. Because it's not as if, once more, I will preference this. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but it's not as if Marvel is massaging Majors' shoulders or telling him, hey, bud, we want you back. We feel you. They're calling him that Kang actor. So he could be coming back. I don't know. Maybe, the Russos have whatever story the Russos in, who is it? Just Marcus McFeely or just McFeely?
Yeah, one of them.
Whichever one it is. Maybe in that story that they came up with it involves Kang, and maybe they need Majors to do it. I don't know. But this is a rumor that is a rumor every other week. Every other week, we are hearing from several other outlets that, and regardless of Beyond the Report said, I believe he did say, what was the thing you pulled up first? Did he not say? I believe he did say he's
5 minutes
going
ago.
to be in it.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. Whether it come from the Beyond Report, whether it come from Cosmic Circus, whether it come from Daniel RPK or the rest of them, every single one of them, including My Time to Shine Hello, has even said, "Oh, he's coming back," or I've heard rumors he's coming back, or Jonathan Majors is talking with them, or whatever, or some people thought it was Tremel Truman because he's in Spider-Man and things like that, and I don't know. I just don't know that they just do away with Kang. I don't know that they just don't mention Kang. I've said numerous times I hate the idea of him dying off screen and being decimated by Doom, but they're gonna do what they're gonna do. So we'll see. This could be something that's real. It could be some bullshit for clicks and likes.
And if he was actually in Australia, then he would have to have taken a flight real quick because he was in Las Vegas for that Canelo Alvarez fight that was 3 days ago on September 13th. He was clearly there. I mean, that's what that picture proves to me. You can't fake that. You can't know what the backdrop is going to be and shoot that like a couple weeks earlier just to make people think you're in Las Vegas. I think you were really at Vegas 3 days ago. And it would take a whole day to fly there. It's tight. I got my doubts. Pam in the building, she says, "Thank you, Darius. My same perspective."
Yeah, like and that's true too. What I Am Soul said, no beard. In that picture, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But I agree with Pam. Like I said,
she agrees with you.
Just wouldn't want to be in spaces I'm not wanted.
Blues House in the building. Chill, you heard what I said about Kang last night. Doom rips Kang's spine out, not Thanos. That is something that they could fake with or without Jonathan Majors.
That's it. That's what the Beyond the Report was saying. I never said that. James Mack said that. Blah, blah, blah. James Mack reported that. Yeah, it could be. But James Mack also doesn't know that either. He doesn't know that they're gonna use Kang to do the whole pulling out of the spine thing. And is that off? Is that not on par with Marvel, the MCU rather? I think it is, as far as them like substituting Thanos to for it to be Kang, and then that's a way that they can explain, hey, he was on screen, but look, this happened.
You just need him for the second half of this artwork, not the beginning, which needs Jonathan Majors to be the face of Kang.
And that's another thing. If I'm Majors, maybe. I don't know, bro. If I'm Majors, I'm not. I can't speak for Majors, the Jonathan Majors himself. But if you call me, you tell me, hey, we want you to come back so Robert Downey Jr. can rip your fucking skull out. I'm not saying, where do I sign?
I sign.
I don't. You want me to come back just to show my face? You can kill me, and you've been killing me through the media for the last 3-4 years? I don't think so. Fuck you.
My career needs that. It needs the Okay, look, he did come back to a major studio, so for that reason, I don't care what you want to do with me.
I'm sorry. You're not about to parade me around. I can rebuild my career other ways. I got a strong black woman on my arm. She is not blackballed in Hollywood. She gets good roles and things like that. It may not be these big Oscar winning roles or whatever, but are the bills paid? Okay. I don't need to suck Marvel's dick. That's just me.
I understand that. I get it. It's not the wrong path either. My path is just speaking to how you could take a shortcut to the whole comeback thing. But the root of the problem is that all of these studios network with each other and will blackball you. They will Colin Kaepernick you and say all 7 or 8 of them will say, "Nah, we're not using Jonathan Majors. He'll have to do the small ones. He'll do an A24 here, or he'll do something else." She loves fantasy. Erica says, "I'm with you too. I'm with you though, chill." I think it's just a solution to the blackball problem, but and it's perception. Perception is that, oh, he's back. He's allowed to be in movies again. He's uncanceled. For that reason, sure, give it to me. A little 3-minute scene. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I'm not saying I disagree with you. I am going to put a but in there though, and
I don't disagree with you either, though.
not to make it political, just the climate we're in. You know, you got black folks getting blamed for stuff they didn't even do. Black faces, black fatigue. I don't know. Do they want to see Majors? Do they want to see what X is still calling the womanizer, and not in this heightened political climate, the black womanizer? Marvel let him come back after that black man. I don't know. I'm just saying. There's still the court of public opinion.
Indubitably. Pride is a hell of a drug. Yeah, but are we coming at it from a pride perspective, or are we coming at it from taking a stance and creating a precedence perspective? Like, he's representative of more than just himself right now. He represents every time an actor of his likeness is steamrolled by the industry. And for him to take the stand, that would be cool. It would also be cool if he does successfully come back. There just are no studios. There's Tyler Perry and Oprah. That's it. There's really no what's his name? Brian Allen? Byron Allen or Brian Allen? I forget his name. But that's another billionaire. He's got the Weather Network. He could do something. I remember he successfully sued, was it McDonald's? He successfully sued them on their advertisements strategies and how they neglect black businesses, black companies, black channels, networks. I think there just isn't that here stable top 10 studio that can say, well, we don't care about all that stuff running away from Stephanie's stuff. We're good. You're great at acting. We'll sign you to a multi-million-dollar deal for a movie that's going to cost a budget of $100 million. That just doesn't exist now. So hopefully he can make it.
You don't think that James has that power, that pool, being
James
the person that the game's gun.
Oh yeah, like as a white guy, yeah, sure. There's white guys who have that.
So that's what I would do. That's what I would do and we've said this before. None of the things we're saying are new. People have said this before in the chat. We've said it before on these channels, other channels. I would cozy up to James. I just wouldn't want to go walk on the eggshells at Marvel. I would cozy up with James. I would go get over there to be an icon, to be something different than over here where I'm getting treated as the Kang actor when I was the actor that dropped Jaws to even make you shift to for Kang to even be the big bad. So I continue to show them my middle finger. Yeah. Go cozy up to James. Hey James, what you got for me? Hey bro, I got this dude called Icon, and you fit just perfectly.
What? James Gunn would do it too. James Gunn, the second chance guy. If you heard what he said about John Cena when Cena had the mishap with China, he was like, "Yeah, I don't care about that stuff. You know who I am," and he just accepted him. James Gunn could take Jonathan Major. James Gunn could say, "Hey yo, Bodemeo, I love X-Men '97. How about some Static Shock 2005? We're gonna reboot that series. Write it. Go. You're the next Dwayne McDuffie." James Gunn really could, man. This guy, and then what he did with Mr. Terrific excites me. This guy really could be the answer.
That's where I'd go.
Yeah. Jonathan should go to the DDL route. DDL.
I don't know. DDL.
It's, please explain that, Perp. And I bet when Perp finally explains what DDL means, we're gonna go, how are we supposed to know what that stands for? Get your check and walk away. Don't be surprised if he shows up in the Call of Duty movie. No, I would be surprised because he had like a partnership with the United States military and they pulled him.
Oh, that's true. They did that those commercials. They did.
Mages would be a great icon, fantastic icon. Say whatever about James Gunn. You work with him, he got you for life. Yeah, I just saw Michael Rooker doing some sorcery with an eagle on the last episode of Peacemaker. He gave him superpowers. That's crazy.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis. Okay. So let me read it again. Jonathan Majors should get the Daniel Day-Lewis route. What does that even mean, though?
Is that like not acting? And what? Daniel hasn't acted in 7 years, and he's supposed to play in his sons. I don't know what it means.
He can work with 50 Cent. Yeah, he could. I guess 50 probably would take him too. Majors at DC for one check and TV for the accolades. Jonathan Majors should play Spawn. That's a great pick. He's youthful, better than Jamie Foxx would be. Next up.
I agree.
Next up, let's keep it Avengers.
The Avengers.
Let's go to Cosmic Marvel, who are telling us this. The new reported details on the marketing plan for Avengers Doomsday. Past films will be used as part of the marketing. We'll have a marketing strategy similar to Avengers Endgame. Small teasers will be released until the film is about 5 to 6 months away from release. I got no problems with that. Past movies are going to be utilized. What does that mean? Does that mean the homepage of Disney Plus will have a past Avengers movie?
I don't even think they need to do that. Infinity War is in the top 10 on Disney Plus currently. I think there's another Avengers film that's in the top 10 on Disney Plus currently. I think what they mean there also on the whole using past movies, what they did for the Marvels, how Endgame and Infinity War had not shit to do with the Marvels, but they still were like, hey, let's use this as marketing, see if we can get some people in there. They're gonna just use like old things, I'm sure. Even whatever they showed at, what was it? It's a D23 with the voices from all different characters or whatever from past movies. Yeah, something like that, I'm sure. Something like that. They're going to be like, it's coming. Everybody's excited. Yeehaw.
Blue told me, what does Call of Duty got to do with the Army? Y'all do not Call of Duty isn't sponsored by the military. They are. There is a wing of the military, marketing wise, to be in movies and other media like video games, to have a perception that they want to push. They are pretty involved. Y'all see what HBO Max has done with their Superman rollout? No, I don't know what they've done with their Superman rollout. When is Superman coming to Max? Because you can digitally buy it now. When does it come to the streaming service?
October something. It's either October or the end of this month.
Okay. Well, whatever they've been doing, good. At least do something. Let people know it's coming. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I saw what's his name? David Cornsweat post on his Instagram with I think the HBO Max something in the background on his TV. He also posted a picture with the digital copy. So it's coming to Max. I think, what is it? F4 goes to D+. October.
Good. That's 118 days, right? Just like Thunderbolts. Avengers Doomsday reportedly wraps filming this week. That's Daniel RPK. So I believe it. They wrap filming this week. They've got a couple of days left in the week. and then they'll come back for some reshooting or planned reshooting or whatever it is. Good. Everything seems to be on schedule. Nothing bad here.
Yeah, they'll get if they finish this week, like they said, they'll do those. I'm still expecting some type of something teaser, something around Christmas, Thanksgiving. I don't know what. I'm expecting 2 minutes, but it's definitely going to be something around that time. Especially if they stop, or they're going to be done filming this week.
The only thing we do got is that the first synopsis for Avengers Doomsday has come out. Let's read it. Doctor Doom has officially arrived in the MCU. This villain, a master of cutting-edge science and powerful magic, will unleash a cascading crisis across the entire multiverse. Boy, oh boy. Was this overanalyzed, reanalyzed? YouTube streams about this. I saw Dre Mackey go like an hour about it. This is just a simple synopsis. But the more I think about it, they changed Kamala Khan's superpowers. The more I think about it, they've got things wrong so much. So just the accuracy of Doctor Doom has cutting-edge science and powerful magic. That's confirmation that things are not going to go astray too far. So maybe it's a good news story. Neutral at worst.
I didn't find it that exciting for me personally, or really anything to go off of. What is it? Dr. Doom has officially arrived in the MCU. This villain, a master of cutting-edge science and powerful magic, will unleash a cascade crisis. Yeah, see, cool. I feel like, yeah, we know that. Why else is he here? Also, when it comes to the Doomsday stuff, until we get to what I was just saying, if they even do a teaser or something for December, there's nothing really more to talk about unless you are dropping names, like character names. Oh, this person's in Doomsday, or this person's in names that we haven't seen on the trailers. Other than that, and I'm only speaking for myself. I'm not to say I'm not excited for the movie, because I am very excited, very, very excited for the movie. These little things don't move not one thing for me. Not a damn thing. These two sentences here of how Doctor Doom is coming to the multiverse and he's upset and he's gonna, I mean, he's in the movie, so I'd assume.
See, what you don't see is this. The body double for Anthony Mackie is in the gym and he's practicing on the kicks and the flying and all of that. Yeah. Well, what? Falcon, Sam Wilson, Captain America is in the building.
He's better at it than Anthony.
You're such a hater. I don't want to ever hear you tell me, oh, it's not really a bias. It's just that, nah, you just hate Anthony Mackie.
I don't. He's just better than it.
You detest him. You resent him. You dislike him. You loathe him.
I like Anthony. I like him as the Falcon. I like him. He's cool. He's fine. Cool. But when I look at him do his work in Brave New World, and I watch this brother do this shit on a mat, I don't know. It's a little better.
Moving forward, still on Avengers, but there's this story from Cosmic Marvel. A top acting agent says a client joining the MCU is still a crazy, life-changing opportunity, but I don't have as many clients asking to do one as there were 5 years ago. That came from Variety, just a little unnamed Hollywood agent saying this, okay? So isn't that also because Marvel's basically signed everybody who's in their 30s who can play a superhero or a supervillain?
I don't think so, because they were I don't think so. I almost got them mixed up with Star Wars for a minute. Lucasfilm was chopping some shit around, and people was like, "Fuck no." But I think Marvel, like she said there in the quote, I think she said people are still wanting to be a part of Marvel. Obviously, it's a big opportunity for any actor or actress, but it's not like it was 5 years ago. And it kind of goes back to what I was just saying about that synopsis. 5 years ago, I probably could have done a 2-hour stream over that synopsis. We are not there. And that's not just with us fans. That's with actors and actresses too, directors too, writers too. People aren't. I mean, people aren't wanting to go over to Marvel. I mean, is that like a big shock? I don't think it should be a shock. Will that change after Doomsday? Will that change after Secret Wars with the success of those? If I'm not playing the game of if successful. Those are going to be successful films. So when successful, maybe, I don't know. But they, this whole thing that they want to keep pretending that Kevin Feige gets on here and says, oh no, we've never started a film without a script. Okay, well, you've had now Frank Grillo and then other actors have said no, that's not true. I mean, you had while filming or while promoting the Fantastic Four actors and actresses saying, oh yeah, we didn't have a script sometimes during filming. So they try to pretend like they are still this like perfect to the T company, but we all know, as including these actors and actresses, they know too. Like, no, bro, I don't want to go over to Marvel. It ain't the shit that's popping right now.
Here's the Frank Carrillo quote from Phase Hero.
They tend to be able to, or are more comfortable with, directing on scripts that are not totally complete.
Sure.
Right? Which is not uncommon.
That's how Marvel's done it from the beginning, too.
A lot of scripts, most scripts, as the movie starts to go, it wants what it wants, and you have to make adjustments, right? James, from Creature to Peacemaker and Superman, obviously, everything was done. All the scripts are done in advance.
Yeah.
And you don't really need to fudge with it at all. I mean, he's really got a clear concept, but he's the boss. So it's not like James has a committee that he needs to answer to, right? It's him and Peter Safran. Whereas the Russo brothers have a whole bunch of people that, have their hand in the cookie jar. So it's a whole different way of movie making. Now, they're both successful.
I would say
they're both, again, when we look back 50 years, we're going to look at this time and go, well, these guys created this genre.
Oh, yeah.
And so they're all amazing.
Yeah, great. They're all amazing. But it still goes back to the house is on fire. They can pretend it's not. And that's not to say that they're not successful. We just did a tier list. We put half the stuff from the Disney Plus stuff in like what, C level? It's average. But to us, we were all saying, oh, it sucked. It was this, it was that, blah, 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 blah. But Marvel's still Marvel. I mean, they're still Marvel. Again, you got to remember, they had people tuned in to chairs for what, 2 hours? Silence in chairs. So, yeah. You're muted.
Whoops. Let me get that right. I said that there are still actors who are willing to be a part of the MCU. And Tobey Maguire is one of them, because here's the update. His role in Doomsday, it says, and this is from Alex from Cosmic Circus. His universe is one of the main worlds involved in the final incursion due to Doctor Strange's spell. The final incursion? Well, that's kind of plot revealing. There's going to be multiple incursions, but the big one is Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man's universe. Solid. This is it, bro. This is all the homework you did since you were a young lad, since some fans weren't even born yet. We're watching these Marvel movies, and they all are going to add up to some brouhaha with Doctor Doom. I'm going to enjoy Doomsday and Secret Wars 1 year later.
Yeah, they also said that I think the X-Men universe is one of the main universes that's going to be in that final incursion. Tobey Maguire was also just recently in London. Some people were like, oh no, he's not filming for
what was he filming for then?
Avengers, or filming for Spider-Man Brand New Day or whatever. But Toby's also not like Andrew. You remember that during that Andrew shit, like Andrew was on night shows and getting stopped by paparazzi during No Way Home, and he just kept beating everybody off with a bat. Remember that guy flat out asked Toby at the park, "Are you in it?" And Toby said, "Yeah, you remember that shit? It was videoed. Nobody believed it because they were like, oh, he's just." And people were like, "Oh no, he really might be." And then came John Campea, look at Tobey Maguire's dick, and then it was like, "Oh, he is in it." Yeah, Toby flat out just said, "Yeah, I'm in it." So maybe if they can find him again on the street, some random person, just ask him, give you your confirmation there. I don't think Toby really gives a fuck to.
Oh no. He wanted relevance. He wanted the comeback. So he wanted people to think of him as a high profile actor, and then he can get whatever he wanted. Priority seating at the restaurant or whatever he needed to impress dude with. Yeah, I'm in the movie.
He was at a random park.
Priority.
Actually, I don't even think it was a random park. I think they were at New York or Central Park, whatever the fuck that park is called in New York. Central Park, yeah. I think they were there, and he was like walking and petting someone's dog, and the dude was like, "Hey." I'm pretty sure this is Googleable. I think you can pull that video up. The dude was like, "Hey, are you in No Way Home?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, whoa. Yeah.
Okay. Doomsday News Part 3. A big part of the plot revolves around the X-Men's universe being on course to destroy other universes, MCU, Earth 616 included. Can I just pause because I am this way? The MCU is a universe. It's not like they have other universes and other Earths inside of them. So it's just I can't wait for this shit to be over with so that I can stop being confused by this. You use the word universe here, then there's another U here, which stands for universe, and then Earth 616, I call it 199, but it's the same universe as the MCU. Anyways, let's keep going. This isn't going to be shocking for most because we know about incursions and how even in the comics, that's a big part that drives the story forward. He's right. I do know about incursions, and one of these universes will be where the X-Men live, and one of them will be where all the Avengers heroes that we know have been watching since 2008 live. They'll have a collision. That's just confirmation for me, but it's also relieving to know, okay, you're actually going to do the story of Secret Wars. And it doesn't really ruin it, knowing that I know that incursions is the main plot. I'm happy with this. I'm happy a lot with Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars.
It's going to be a great movie. It's just still, we're still over a year away.
More than that, yeah.
Yeah. So
the next thing that they tell us is that Doom's power set for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, his genius intellect that he's gathered from studying the multiverse, and his master manipulation skills, and magic. That is who he's supposed to be. I like to see it executed, but so far so good. The Russo brothers are making a damn fine movie, and Stephen McFeely and Michael Waldron.
Yeah, Waldron. Bravo to Waldron. I think Waldron gets enough credit sometimes. I think because they pulled those Rick and Morty writers over, and he was one of the Rick and Morty writers, and because Jeff Loveness was too fucking Rick and Morty, that Waldron gets grouped into that. Waldron gave some good shit. He gave Multiverse of Madness, which I know a lot of people don't like. I like Multiverse of Madness, and he also gave Loki. Loki was great. Waldron's a good writer, so having him over there with them, I like Waldron a lot.
Rumor: a Wanda Maximoff variant will appear in Avengers Doomsday. She will be from the X-Men's universe where Magneto rules Genosha and has a royal family dynamic with Pietro, Wanda, and Polaris. That sounds like a good rumor.
That's the best rumor out of the ones he gave. As a huge, huge Wanda fan, amplified. I was already a Wanda fan, but amplified due to WandaVision, and I think Elizabeth Olsen's portrayal of her is phenomenal. This makes me happy. This makes me very happy. We get to see a live action Polaris. We'll get to see Pietro. We'll get to see Wanda and Magneto together, the royal family on Genosha.
Who would you use for great. Pietro? Who would you cast?
I wouldn't use. I would still use Aaron Pierre. I'd bring Aaron Pierre back, have him do it. I would not use
Evan Peters.
Evan Peters.
Okay.
Because leave him with the Fox X-Men.
Okay. Aaron Pierre is the name of the guy from Lanterns.
Aaron,
I think
I'm thinking, what's his name?
Kick-Ass, right?
Kick-Ass.
Yeah, him. I don't know his name either. Someone in chat.
Why am I? It's isn't it Aaron something?
Maybe
it's Aaron something. Craven. I would use Craven,
Craven.
and I would put him next to Wanda, Ian McKellen, and the rest of them. Aaron Taylor. I knew it was Aaron something. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Yeah. That's a great rumor, though. Great rumor. And, from what we're hearing about Vision Quest, I think Vision Quest is a lot of y'all aren't looking forward to it. I think Vision Quest is gonna knock some goddamn socks off. And I wouldn't be surprised if Miss Elizabeth Olsen, our Wanda, shows up, the main Wanda.
See, that's the thing, right? With me, I don't care about variants. I care about the main ones. So does that mean that the main Wanda did actually die and they'll go with the variant of Wanda forever? Because yeah, okay.
I think our Wanda is still alive. I've been saying that. Our Wanda's not dead.
Probably not.
Yeah, no, she's not dead because she is the Scarlet Witch. Our Wanda is the Scarlet Witch. There is no other Scarlet Witch. So for the whole story with the Scarlet Witch to even play out, if she is still going to be being used by Doom in some type of way, our Wanda has to be alive. But we'll see variants of her.
Yeah, I'll have variant level of excitement for the variants, just like it was for Wolverine. While it was cool to see him in Deadpool, I was like, yeah, but you're not the one from Logan. You're not that same Wolverine. So I never really got to maximum with my excitement. But we'll see what they can do with the variant. I'm ready for Vision too. Well, no word on Vision appearing in this alternate universe.
Yeah.
Vision Quest is going to have some work to do. But I also remember hearing so many times that this TV show stuff is not involving with the movies anymore. So I worry. Maybe that was filmed before the new motto, but maybe Vision Quest won't matter at all.
I think Vision Quest still ties into the overall. Well, let me put it this way. They never said that the TV shows weren't going to tie into the MCU. They just said they're not going to use marquee characters any longer. So, like, Wanda's not going to have a TV show. Iron Man's not going to have a TV show. Spider-Man won't. People like Ironheart will have a TV show. People like if they were to, let's say they brought Leapfrog, Frogman. That's the type of, those type of people get TV shows. Z level, F level, G level, ABC level characters aren't getting, maybe even C level characters are getting TV shows. AB characters aren't getting TV shows. They're still doing the whole TV show thing. Wonder Mane, that's another character that gets a TV show.
Yeah, I can't wait for that authentic representation. I really think we're gonna make strides with Wonder Man.
Yeah. But this whole thing, like I said, the whole thing with Wanda, anything they're doing, the Vision stuff with the family, like I said, not a whole lot has really come out on the rumors on what's going on with Wanda, but we know that Edith is in it. We know that Friday is in it. We know obviously James Spader is back as Ultron. The kid or whatever the guy's name that is cast as Speed, he is in it as well. I believe, even though they have not said it, I think Joe Locke is in it. I think he is. Him and this kid have been spending, him and his twin brother in the MCU have been spending a lot of extracurricular time with each other outside of the MCU. Could they be dating? They are both gay. I don't know. Could be. But I think it's for Vision Quest.
I think it's a safe bet.
I think it's for Vision Quest because, I only say this because I follow Joe Locke on Instagram and he's posting stories that have nothing to do with the MCU with him. Now, it could just be a bonding thing. I don't know. But, I think Joe's in it, and if he is in it, I do believe the rumors of Wanda being in it. I think this is where the whole family gets somewhat back together. Actually, I don't know that the family gets back together in Vision Quest. Wanda may be in it. I don't know if she actually sees. I don't know. I think they maybe save that for the movie. I don't know.
It is nice though to have Vision Quest, to have Wanda, to have Agatha all along. All of these shows are somewhat related to each other instead of the far away, Secret Invasion has nothing to do with Captain Marvel, which has nothing to do. It's good to have something so quickly maybe a
That's
year
why
apart.
I'm still. That's why I'm still like on the Wanda because Vision Quest, WandaVision, Agatha, Vision Quest. These are 3
And Wonder Man.
shows. Yeah,
It could
I
be.
hope not.
There's a history there.
I
Keep going
know,
though.
but I hope not. Leave that love triangle in the fucking comics. Yeah, no thanks. But if they do the West Coast Avengers, maybe I don't know, man. I don't know. But I do know the whole Children's Crusade thing is supposed to get its real life in Vision Quest and then expanded upon in Doomsday because it's supposed to be one of the stories within the main story. Because if they're still doing the whole Doom and Wanda thing, then the kids got to come. Hey, you have our mom. It's like, yeah. Or it's the TVA thing that, maybe is not real. I don't know. With the comic writer and her being in stasis at the TVA. She's not dead, though.
Was that your Billy or Tommy impersonation? You have our mom. Aw. Who was that?
That was Billy.
Oh, that was Billy.
That was my Billy.
How would Tommy say it?
I don't know. Tommy's more. I don't know.
He'd say it fast.
And I've rewatched obviously WandaVision thousands of times. But thousands of times. I love WandaVision. Love WandaVision. It's brilliant.
I know I'm rewatching it right before Avengers. Get that prep. I know I'm gonna have to watch it, and I like it because it'll be fresh again. It's been a while.
Brilliant show.
How many rewatches have you given to Superman?
The 2 that I've seen it.
How many rewatches have you been giving? You didn't even see any of Peacemaker, right?
Not yet. Not
Season
until
1.
Not until Blue Beetle and Soups himself show up.
Yeah, when that Blue Beetle character shows up, I think I'm gonna rewatch Blue Beetle movie, and I know that because I'm actually invested.
Asleep on Blue Beetle, but I watched it at home. I didn't see Blue Beetle in theaters.
Just like they designed, it was supposed to be a max release.
It was, yeah. It was, yeah. I watched it at home. Maybe I should watch Blue Beetle.
She-Hulk can rewrite her into the story. Yeah, that's exactly. She-Hulk can just go talk to the president and all that stuff. Well, the Blue Beetle of Marvel is Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It's like, Spider-Man's role in Avengers Doomsday will reportedly be similar to his role in Avengers Infinity War. Once
Is that
again,
small?
Is that small?
I kind of thought that was kind of small. I mean, I would have thought it would have been more expanded upon. I thought he was supposed to be one of the fucking leaders.
No.
That's what they said. I mean, obviously, it's rumors, but they said that. He's going back on his own word then.
I think the head of the movie Infinity War was Tony Stark, Thor, Thanos. Those were like huge big 3, right? Maybe you could say Bruce Banner and T'Challa were like the next 2 most important. Spider-Man was and Doctor Strange. And Doctor Strange, that's like 6. Spider-Man might be the 7th biggest character in that. Maybe.
I think a infinity-sized role for him in Doomsday. I don't like that because he's not like in Infinity War a lot. It makes it look like he's in Infinity War a lot because of the way we jump around from story to story, so it spreads out throughout the entirety of the 2-hour film. But he's really not in it a lot. He doesn't show up until the bus, until Ebony Maw comes down to New York, and then he disappears after punching Thanos a few times and giving movie references to Tony.
And then he's got a memorable Mr. Stark, I don't want to go. He had the best death.
Yeah. Then he's not in Endgame until the very end.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was hoping for a little bit more Spider-Man.
Sony. You think Sony's saying no to that? Actually,
no,
let's think about that.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You want to feature him more? Yes, go all the scenes.
And I don't think that they get like a say on how many scenes he gets to be in. I think once they've signed whatever however many movies he can show up in. I don't think they get to be like, okay, now once we've signed how many movies he only can be in 3 scenes, and 2 of them have to be really big.
I think that's logical, but then I've heard of crazy things in contract. You remember the thing we heard about Vin Diesel and The Rock and Jason Statham can't get punched a certain amount? There are crazy things in contracts.
That's true. That's true. So if Sony is being petty down to the point where they're like, hey, we get to pick scenes and shit. Okay, well,
yeah, I wouldn't cap any
patient than me.
I wouldn't cap screen time at 15 minutes. That's all. But maybe that is how it works, man. Chris Evans was barely in Infinity War as far as screen time wise, because that was considered a supporting or a cameo in the contract, not a full leading role. And there's a difference between those two. So when you need to let Miles and Uncle Aaron show up in Spider-Man 4? Too soon. I think
they said no live action Miles until we finish animated Miles.
And until we get sick of seeing Tom Holland as Peter Parker, which hasn't happened yet. I think that Miles Morales too early could fudge things up. Ride this Tom Holland wave until he gets so expensive. And then you go, turns out there's another Spider-Man kid willing to sign here for 10 years. And that's when you do it. They made Paul Rudd the hero, so to speak, showing up to come up with the idea. Yeah, he was in Endgame. Peter just barely got out of high school. Yeah, we still got more to see from Peter. And if you're a fan of Miles Morales, you want him to be successful. You want the launch to be as well received as possible. You don't want the, damn, he's blocking us from getting our precious Peter Parker. What? D.E. Eiderman.
People wouldn't be like that. They don't do that with the video game. And Miles is prevalent in that video game. If not one of the main characters, I think isn't he the main person you play in the second one or first one?
The first one got like remixed, and you can play as him as the lead. And then they made a new game called Spider-Man 2, where he was playable as Spider-Man.
Yeah. People love those games. And people love Miles.
It's not a remix. It has another word. It's not remastered. It's like they just redid the game with some extra stories. Like it's almost like downloadable content, but it was a separate game using the map from the main Spider-Man game. That would conclude all of our Marvel Studios news, but there's something that came out today, and I don't know if you've reacted to it. It's a trailer on their Marvel YouTube. It's called Marvel Games. Let me get out the way. Have you seen this yet?
Mm-mm.
All right, like 3 hours fresh. Let's go.
Stay put, Joe. Spin in sight.
Oh, not for me.
Stab them all. Give them a taste of vibration. Go for a spirit of vengeance. Let's ride together. I'm fired up. Go crazy, Buzzball. Iridium blade. A slash. Flaring skull. Under strike. Enough. Dog fight. Wakanda forever.
He said Wakanda forever. It is a 1990s arcade-style video game leading with Black Panther and the Cosmic Ghost Rider as well. It looks like Nova's going to play a part, Spidey. We saw Storm and Black Panther fighting earlier in the trailer, which I'll find in a second. Looked kind of cool to see them both united. Here she is. That was... You'll see it. It was somewhere in here. Now, you said something in the middle of the trailer. What did you say?
Oh, I just said no, not for me. But this does look fun for those. What is this, computer game? Phone game?
Yeah, I really don't know. It's called Marvel Cosmic Invasion, and
They got Chala
PC, yeah,
in
later
the
this year on PC and consoles.
yeah, it looked like a PC one. I didn't see this trailer, but I did see people talking about it.
I think it's nice to see that T'Challa's being unbanned and he's saying Wakanda forever and all this. And, of course, he doesn't unmask and confirm whether or not he is really T'Challa and they're not doing no stupid shit with the kid aging up to child and saying, look, Toussaint is T'Challa now. Like, I hope there's no parts of that in this. It's just nice to see him unbanned. It's cool, man. This is it. This is T'Challa. He's just as normal as a superhero as some of the other characters who are Spider-Man whipping. You see him right there, beating up these bugs, beating up the Skrulls. T'Challa is a relevant character as much as Captain America and the rest of the crew. They deserve their points for this.
Good on them.
It's like a slow, gradual unbanning of T'Challa piece by piece. Here he is in a video game now. We saw him in Marvel Rivals, no problems there. And we're, the years of like him can't even appear on X-Men 97. It had to be T'Chaka. The years of that coming to an end. We saw him as a boy in that Iron Man Armored Adventure things. And of course, with T'Challa being the thing impeding on T'Challa, I was worrisome about that, seeing the boy version of T'Challa. But fine. It's just not fine, but just if you know what I mean by But we got T'Challa being unbanned. Good stuff.
Maybe I won't ever give them Rivals because Rivals is not them. Every time y'all say Rivals, I'm always going to counter that and say that is not Marvel Studios. That is not
it's not American.
It's not American.
It's a different wing. However, it happened, and although I don't give them credit for doing it, the overall effect of fans and players recognizing T'Challa is just as worthy in this game as Captain America is worthy of being here, and Cloak and Dagger and Spider-Man and everybody. That's something. That is something. The public perception.
Lawrence even says that this is not Marvel. This is the East.
This wasn't even Marvel?
Does Marvel Entertainment themselves, do they ever share Marvel Rivals stuff?
If I go on that channel right now, I probably will see something from Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, I think they do share some of that stuff or whatever. I don't know. But if they're using T'Challa, great. So let's stop using him in video games now. Yay, he's there. I'm happy. Hey, let's use him in some other stuff too. Let's get him in some. Like I said, you get to see him in Zombies. 24th. But let's get him in something else.
Let's get him in Zombies. Because Zombies did have a clip, actually, from 4 days ago. Did I cover that with you on Pantheon 4 days ago?
I don't think so. Did we? Maybe.
Maybe we didn't. It's this video.
No, I think we did.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? We did. From the 12th of September, 5 days ago. We covered that.
People have seen it, though. A lot of people have already gotten to see it. And somebody says that Scarlet Witch's plan, this is Beyond, the Beyond reporter, Scarlet Witch's plan in Marvel Zombies is revealed to be a calculated strategy for total domination, positioning her as the true mastermind behind the zombie threat. Her objective was not simply chaotic. And then he goes on to say, Marvel's darkest ending since Infinity War. I love that they use Wanda. So then there's something of I don't know if this is from What If Marvel Zombies? I think maybe it is when Hulk and her fought. Maybe that's from What If Marvel Zombies.
Oh yeah, this is the clip from What If from all those years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like I said, you can go watch that What If episode. The Marvel Zombies was one I always liked from that What If stuff, and I hated What If.
Yeah.
What's his name that voiced Khonshu in Moon Knight is coming back to voice Khonshu again in this. Todd Williams voices Moon Knight, Blade, Moon Knight, to reference that. And Brad Winterbaum's whole thing that he just recently said about how happy they were to bring Blade into Marvel Zombies. And what was it exactly that he said? He said specifically, making him the Fist of Khonshu freed us up in a lot of ways because he became now a new character with lore that we were creating for him, which let us kind of be more free and less tethered to the live action plans.
Sure. It's a what if version. Who cares what you? Yeah, you're not tethered. You're right, Brad. But that doesn't appeal to me. I'm a universe guy. This is the Marvel Zombies poster.
I think Zombies is gonna be good.
I think it's not gonna have T'Challa.
I'm so ready for it. I don't know why you think it's not gonna have him in there.
Because he's not in the poster.
Neither is Spider-Man, but he's in it.
Okay, significantly in it. But maybe again, this is just the guys who turn to zombies, and it's not the guys with speaking roles. It's just a poster.
Yeah, well, if I'm promoting a zombie poster too, I don't want non-zombies on my poster.
Right. Can't really say anything with certainty after seeing this. But however, I really don't expect though to see T'Challa be prevalent in the Marvel Zombies. And I would still say for those of you who want to make it a thing, make it a big deal, the less T'Challa in the episode, the better. Because you just got to rewatch the part with T'Challa in it. The little 2-minute scene with T'Challa where he does his thing. Rewatch it. Tell the algorithm, tell the Disney Plus computer that tracks watch time that this is a watched scene. And they'll go, huh, people actually like him. It's almost like he's a black Iron Man. It's almost like that.
I think you're all wrong on that. Even some people in the chat about T'Challa's presence in this show. He's definitely one of the main characters in the show. He may not be one of the ones that they've been showing like Moon Knight and the rest of that particular team that is alive in the trailers. But again, I've said this many times. Go back and watch that What If episode. Things that happen at the end of that episode are seen. Well, not things that happen. The way that episode ends, things that are supposed to happen after that are already seen in these trailers and other clips that they've shown for. They actually put out another recent clip with T'Challa in it.
Share that.
I would have to find it. Hold on. However, they the way that What If episode ends is outside of Wakanda with Thanos. Thanos, as we've already seen, has the gauntlet. They are that team that Moon Knight, Red Guardian, and rest of them are on. Is not the team that T'Challa, Spider-Man, and Ant-Man are on. And whoever else joins the team that they get to, if they get to Wakanda or whatever. So there are several different or I don't know how many, but there are other surviving people outside of the ones we ended What If with. So
would you say that T'Challa is the main character again, or would I ask you to rephrase that as there is no main character of this? There's an ensemble cast and everyone gets a short time.
I think he's going to be within that ensemble and have a lot of screen time.
Oh, high hopes. Okay.
That is what I think.
Don't be disappointed. Don't set yourself up for disappointment.
Well, let me preference this as well. You're speaking to someone who doesn't believe he's getting recasted at all. So there's nothing for me to be disappointed about because I was watching Marvel Zombies regardless. Remember, I had already told you guys, I liked the What If episode and I knew that it was stemming into this and I want to see how it finishes. So I was always going to watch this with or without T'Challa. But once I realized that, hey, they are actually doing the whole thing from What If and going back and watching that What If episode and seeing how it ended with T'Challa being one of the main people, I'm like, oh, then seeing the trailer and seeing some other things. If he's not one of the main ones, it doesn't change it for me. Like I said, I don't believe he's getting recast at all. But if they're putting him here, show him you like it.
Yeah, I'd be surprised, but I don't know what to say. That's my expectations are down low here. He won't be one of the top 3-4 characters. He'll be in it, and the less the better. The more to watch over and over, the more to clip. The more concentrated the focus could be on that one clip of how cool T'Challa did it. Super chat.
Well, we're moving on now to the side.
Lawrence says, what do you think about Asia handling characters better than the West? What do I think about that? I think that we are too involved with other things and other narratives. And the Asians are like, what's universal? Fighting, kicking, good guy, bad guy. For the West, the popularity of gaming and anime, they are set to take over. Demon Slayer was a $20 million budget. Marvel spent over $100 million on What If. Is that true?
I think so, and I believe they spent double that on Eyes of Nobody Talks About.
Well, What If looks good, doesn't it? Visually.
If you like that animation style.
Shit.
I don't like that animation style. Even with Marvel Zombies, I don't like that animation style. So I think Marvel fails when it comes to their animation stuff. I don't think they do a good job at all.
Don't you like Spider-Man freshman year and X-Men 97?
Do I give X-Men 97 them, or is that Bo? I see that now that animation style. I like that animation style from the 90s. Now, is it different? Is it more like sharp? Is it sharper and things like that? Yeah.
I wouldn't make the distinction between is it Bo or is it Marvel. But I would make the distinction that it existed in the 90s, so it's not like something that they freshly conceived.
And then Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. It's not my favorite animation, but I don't hate it. That was one of my things before I even watched. I was like, I can't even watch it's going to be hard for me to watch this because the animation. I think what really takes me out of me hating the animation so much is the story. Really the story.
Asians are going to do Demon Slayer. Asians, I should say Japanese. They're going to talk about the things that are culturally relevant to them. But when it comes to them doing American comic books characters, like in Marvel Rivals, no problems. It's everything is going to be universal. The X-Men studio, I think in Korea, who did X-Men 97. So what if they speak the language or not? It's a fight. We know how to work on that. We'll focus on that part, the universal, non-distinct to any culture things. It's just the absence of agenda that's helping them. Bad agenda. Unsophisticated agenda.
Yeah.
I think what we have cartoon kid stuff, and then the cartoon adult stuff like Family Guy. And there's really not an in-between point where anime is exactly for that 11-year-old who can handle some fighting, just not too much sexy, not too much blood. I think that 11-year-old they're really getting that generation with animations.
Yeah, but our kids, really watching animation. Our kids watching things like that in general. Yeah, I was listening to this. Well, that's kind of never mind.
But you agree with me? Like it's either SpongeBob SquarePants or it's South Park. Like where's that in between for us? Well, Avatar, I guess that would count, but it's rare how much like animated stuff we can get that is sort of mature, but can appeal to the 13-year-old.
Blue-Eyed Samurai.
Blue-Eyed Samurai is one of those. Okay,
I think so. It's really good. It's adult, but I think a 13-year-old would be like, hell yeah, this is dope.
You know, X-Men 97 sort of like that. Or X-Men the animated series was sort of like that.
Oh yeah, the original, the '90s series.
Yeah, it's animated, but like a 5-year-old probably could enjoy it, sure. But man, it made you think if you were 15, didn't it? Back to the Demon Slayer stuff though. And this was gonna be talked about even if Lawrence would have sent the super. I had Luis Fernando's tweet. Tomorrow, new Demon Slayer will beat Pokemon the first movie's almost 3-decade-long record as the highest grossing anime film ever at the US box office. Demon Slayer, aka grossed a strong 5.4 million on Tuesday's discount day. That's up 8% from Monday. Again, the biggest Tuesday of all time for any international film in the US, beating Pokemon. It hits 81 million in the United States, and on Thursday it's going to beat Pokemon's entire 85 million run. Yeah, I mean 30 years ago inflation, but still nice to hear. 85 million run as the highest grossing anime of all time and the number 2 highest grossing international film in the US in just 6 days. This weekend, it will become the first anime in history to cross the $100 million mark in the US. And depending on how strong hold it is, could already beat Chinese film Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon 128 run as the biggest international title to ever hit US soil. Damn. Better than Neza 2, huh?
Yeah, I said this is the only like really anime that I've looked up from my phone at and been like, oh, that's not that bad. Not that bad.
Demon Slayer.
I wish I could fucking gross $5.4 million on a Tuesday.
Honestly. And then Hollywood had nothing to do with this. Movie theaters are just like, thank God there's just like the same way they felt where Taylor Swift and her concerts. Thank God there's somebody else making content that people want to see. And it's not like it's siphoning off a movie fan from another movie. The same way I complained that the Fantastic Four movie happened too soon from Superman. It's taking away from $1 from one movie's dollars. I don't feel that way. I think you were either going to see this animated movie or you were not going to come to the movie theater this weekend. So it's just a overall win for the movie industry. Like Boruto, Bleach. If I'm looking at Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War, I'm thinking, yo, what about if we climax to a movie, a trilogy of movies? I think that's the way to go. I think that is totally the way to go.
Yeah, you know
about Boruto's hiatus.
I don't know anything about him other than that he is Naruto's son.
There you go. From which village?
Leaf something.
Oh, okay.
Leaf something.
He is a shinobi from the village hidden in the leaves. That's right. Konoha, if you will. Konoha.
Yeah. Yeah, only thing I really know about Naruto, other than some of the, like I said, little tidbits I've heard here and there, that kids that we suspected of doing maybe some things to us ran like them in the hallways.
Oh, yeah. That's that school shooter run. That Area 51 kid run.
There is this kid that did that in middle school. Early 2000s, 2000. I was in middle school from 2006 to 2008. So this kid ran like that every day, and he did it every day. He did this every day with his run too. So he would run like he'd do the thing, arms back,
Yeah.
and then he would jump up on this bench outside, turn his backpack around, and go. And then he would jump.
Wait a minute, that's not from Naruto. Where did he get that other part from? You doing the Batista entrance?
I don't know.
Where is he now?
I don't know. I remember right after high school, he was working at Walmart for a little bit.
Humans of Walmart.
But Henry says that Walmart people at Walmart have no souls. He said they was
Walmart's next. The Target boycott is so effective. It looks like they're gonna bend the knee and make some sort of like DEI fine. We will be hiring, all that stuff. And then the shift goes to Amazon, Walmart, and some of the other people who dropped a lot of their DEI things when Trump got into office. I thought it was great though. I thought like the Target was on target. Funny enough, the Target was on target. They went first, and then should they, okay, fine. And here, guys, we're gonna commit again and talk to my boy, who from the church, the pastor, the guy who's like organizing this. Thank you,
Pastor Jamal Bryant.
I think. Anyways, and I don't want to get too much off topic, but congratulations if you have been boycotting Target, and if you did cross enemy lines and shop at Target. You can stop shopping at Target. You can shop less at Target. You can still make a difference. And don't feel like, man, these things never work. I saw the sales charts and I saw the stock market go down.
The only thing Target has gotten from me since this boycott is Marvel Legends, because Hasbro and Target have a fucking exclusive deal where they will drop Marvel Legends exclusives.
Well, hold off on your Marvel Legends until they capitulate, and then you can go back and get the Marvel Legends you were looking for.
Man, there's a new Storm dropping on the 19th. I need to go pick her up.
I understand that. It's a black character. You don't want to have that not sell, an excuse for it not to be profitable. I understand that.
No, I could get her somewhere else though. Somebody's gonna buy her and then post her for maybe $20 more on Marketplace or something.
But they wouldn't see the sale.
Who? Hasbro?
Hasbro, yeah.
Oh no, they wouldn't see the sale. You're
Jerry,
talking about the black character?
Yeah.
He sells those. Storm sells. That's why they make her so much.
Yeah, that's true.
There's like two. There's the one on the 19th, and there's another one of her coming out like 2 weeks later. So she sells a lot.
Yep. I'm not going to call Darius a scab because I recognize the gray area completely there. But you stop shopping there altogether for other stuff. So there you go. It's effective, whether you call him a scab or not. And you're probably joking, William, but I don't accuse you of that, Darius. That was him.
No, I got to get my Marvel Legends fixed. I'm sorry. I don't shop at Target any other time though. Any other time. As a matter of fact, if this will make you feel any better, I saw a friend in there. We were both shopping for a third party, and I said loudly, because we were the only two at the concession stand, at the checkout line. And
what did you say loudly?
I said, "What are you doing here?" I said, we're not supposed to be in here. She was like, no, this ain't my stuff. And I was like, yeah, this ain't my stuff either. So hopefully that makes you feel better.
Here's Lauren says, I don't go to Walmart either. They don't want the black dollar. Okay, Lawrence.
Really? It's you can go to Crest, or you can go to I don't know if everybody has a Crest. Go to Crest, or you can go to Costco. I know
Costco. Their morals have always been upstanding.
And you get a lot of shit too. And the membership is only $60 a year. I think it's not bad. And if you're looking for a good job, from my understanding, they pay pretty well. If you're into that, people coming up to you asking you where shit is type of job, then
I could have sworn they're unionized. They are. They're in Canada. They are here.
I don't know. They probably are here too. I don't know. You make some good money.
I think the last thing I got at Target was Starbucks. I know you did not just tell me that you're shopping at Starbucks. So, Costco and BJ's are the real ones. Ben and Jerry's. Yeah, I saw the guy who runs Ben Cohen was like,
"Is that what BJ's is? Ben and Jerry's? Is it, or is BJ's the restaurant? Are we talking about the restaurant? My bad. I don't know. It could be Ben and Jerry's, or is it I don't know. Is it the restaurant, or are you talking about Ben and? Oh, he's talking about Ben and Jerry. Oh no, he said not Ben and Jerry.
Oh, so BJ's the restaurant. Go ahead.
BJ's Warehouse. Yes, the restaurant. Okay. with
We don't
the
have
with
that.
the what are those called? What are the fucking cookies called? Spadookies. What are
They have
those
a cookie
called?
called Spadookie.
What's it called? I'm probably pronouncing
I don't even know what it looks like. Just the name. I want to taste the Spadookie. Hey, can I get a Spadookie?
it's a hot ass cookie that comes out like sizzling in a pan with ice cream on the top.
Mmm. I've
I
had one of
forget-
those before.
I forget what those are called.
So we're going with Spadookie.
That's what I call them. I'm like, hey, let me get one of them Spadookies.
Okay, here comes Agent Black. Welcome to the stream. Says, I mean, I don't think we should be listening to people like our shark, who is a self-interested fossil of a Biden era, who pushes a democratic narrative. And don't get me wrong, I'm not right or left. I don't think we should be listening to people like our shark, a self-interested fossil.
Pazuki.
Pazuki. It still sounds cool. It's like Wonder Bar.
Where's is this from a previous stream talking politics? I've tried to stay away from that today. What are we talking about?
I don't know either. Target used to have a good Pokemon gym. Oh, libraries, churches, but I didn't know department stores had Pokemon gyms. Maybe somewhere around it had a Pokemon gym for Pokemon Go. We have a Sam's Club, Costco, and BJ's Warehouse. Yeah, Snickerdoodle. Oh, that sounds so tasty. A Snickerdoodle. Never had one. I know they exist
You've
though.
never had a Snickerdoodle?
Nah,
Shut
Snickers.
your
Not a Snickerdoodle.
fucking mouth.
Where do you get them?
I don't know, any cookie store or like Walmart. You don't have like what do you have? Like any, you can go to your fucking local grocery store. They should have Snickerdoodles.
You ever had Bear Paws?
No. What is this? A frozen treat?
No, they're just like a cakey cookie. A cookie.
Nah. I'm really weird on sweets, though. You know, I don't like. I have to. I'm not a big chocolate chip guy. Chocolate at all. If there's Reese's involved, like if there's peanut butter involved, sure I can do chocolate. But if it's just plain chocolate by itself, that's pretty tough.
Okay, a sugar cookie.
Yeah, I fucks with sugar cookies.
I thought those were. I'm looking at a picture of a Snickerdoodle, and that's like a sugary cookie. I've had that.
It's a sugar cookie, but it's not a sugar cookie. It's like a sugar cookie with like what's in it, ginger and cinnamon and.
Yeah, I've tasted that before. I've tasted it before. I just never. Okay, it's called Snickerdoodle. Now I know.
Yeah, Snickerdoodle.
We're so off the rails. Agent Black, what did you mean when you said that? You said that the problem with these boycotts are that nobody pushes black businesses in particular. Black American businesses.
Oh, that's what we're talking about. Okay, keep going.
Black American businesses, the Al Sharp, and tell us where we should shop.
Mm-hmm.
Did he point out any black businesses? Okay, then let's be the solution to that. Instead of shopping at Target, go to a department store. I think Atlanta has one, a department store that covers you and black owned. They hire black employees. No problem with diversity. Go. Yeah, I encourage that. I encourage even shopping at a small business, even if it's a Portuguese guy with a Ukrainian wife. Just the fact that you're not supporting those big businesses that are just going to hoard your money anyway, and you're going to put it in someone who's going to not, like you're helpful. So yeah, we that's what my message would be. Sure. So it's one thing to condemn and look at the mistakes, but also provide the answers. And yeah, let's do that. Sure.
It's tough though, because black faces and high places aren't always the place to look. And I say that with the most recent stuff with, Beyonce and Jay-Z and all these other black voices and things that we're supposed to be looking up to or looking at for help or answers, because you're up there in these high places with your black faces. But I agree. Al Sharpton or Jamal Bryant, was he pointing to Costco, places like Costco and things like that? But I mean, I agree with that. But as far as like this whole thing here that you have up on the screen with some of these people in these high places, none of them can stand on business.
Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Ivanka Trump last night in Atlantic City on September 14th.
Let's not just put Beyonce in there. Let's throw Jay-Z's dumbass in there too, and Jared Kushner, because he was also there, obviously Ivanka's husband. My problem with this is you had, and obviously I knew we were going to somewhat go political today because some of these things were on the docket, but you have had this man say the shit that he has said about you publicly, the shit that he has said, and when I say this man, I'm talking about Ivanka's father, that would, I'm sure, love to be her husband, but her father, who has said countless things about Beyonce, has called her talentless, has said that, you know, when the whole Sydney Sweeney thing was going on with the jeans and she did her commercial, him, Pierce Morgan, and a bunch of other white faces were saying what they were saying about Beyonce. The followers, the maggots from that administration say things about Beyonce, but here you are, you and your husband, cozied up with Kushner and Ivanka, sitting at the same table at an event that your husband is.
Oh, that's Jared Kushner and that's Ivanka right there, same table.
Yeah, at an event that your husband is one of the headliners of. So you can't tell me that, because I saw some people online saying like, and you're muted if you were saying something. I saw some people online saying like, oh well, they didn't get to choose where they were sitting. Yeah, the fuck they did. Her husband is one of the co-chairmen of the events. So when you saw that you were sitting down there with somebody that has called with somebody from a family that has called your wife talentless and all this kind of stuff, and some other points have been made are really good too. You know, not as if the Carters or the Knowles or the Knoll Carters or whatever the hell they call themselves are using their black faces or black voices to speak on anything. They have not spoken on Palestine. The only time that they've said anything about anything or shown interest in anything, and I say they at Beyonce, because Jay-Z didn't, I think he's a trumpet, was showing support for Kamala. None of these people can stand on business. None of these people can stand on business. I'm not saying you need to make a big scene. I'm not saying you need to cuss her out and be like, oh, your daddy said this about me. But you know what would have been strong? Standing up and leaving. Yeah,
don't do this. This is too much. If you're in the same place at the same time, because in Atlantic City, there was an event that both of you happened to be invited in, whatever. This picture, though, yeah, you're cozying up. I don't like it. Nope. You don't hate white supremacy enough, Beyonce Knowles.
And that is my issue with this whole thing. And to me, it stems so much further than Kirk and the rhetoric and thing that he was spilling, because they all think this way, because they're all still screaming, you know, the things that they're saying about Kirk, calling him a hero, saying that he was this or he was that, blah, blah, blah. These people that are sitting there, Kushner, Ivanka, think that way. So when you've heard Kirk saying the things that he said about the black community, and then you've seen people from this administration co-signing that, saying that you're taking that out of context, or no, he didn't really mean it that way, or he's not a racist, or he's none of these things, and you still sit at the same table and break bread with the people that think that you and I and you should be put back in segregation in the 1940s with redlining, with the KKK, with fear mongering, and pulling boys out of their beds to send them homes to their mothers, mutilated in boxes and unrecognizable. That's where they think we belong. And you are sitting here smiling, breaking bread with them. You look goofy as fuck. And you stand for nothing. A motherfucker that stands for nothing will fall for anything. And you're falling for the okie doke, sitting there breaking bread with people that couldn't give a good goddamn about you because you don't fit the American narrative. You don't bear the skin desirable enough. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it gets to me too. It gets under my skin to see people abandon the cause. Like, you were being very propelled. You were being loved for some of the musical decisions you also did right now with the country music thing that you got. We're all anticipating a Destiny's Child return. We want to see the sisterhood being displayed on, and we want to see the positive stuff you're doing. But damn it, like, this makes it difficult, Beyonce.
I mean, And I agree with what Antonio says. Celebrities going to celebrities. I'm not shocked. I don't look to them for guidance. Jay said he had a good replacement for Neil, and I don't look to them for guidance either. But when you are, here's my thing. I don't look to celebrities for any type of guidance. But when you are using your blackness, I guess, and I hate to put Beyonce in this box, but I'm gonna put you in the box that you put just when you are using your blackness to when it benefits you. You went on this whole crusade talking about, how the Carter tour, how it's supposed to be black empowering and taking back and all this kind of. Is it for the money? What is it? What is it? Because are you just black on the tour? And then when you sit with Ivanka and Kushner, it's like ha ha ha, LOL and he and Han. Because I can't do that. So again, I don't look to them either. But when you are looking to us and you want our money because you want to go on this whole crusade on a tour, talk about Cowboy Carters and Black Power this and Black Power that. Where's that Black Power when you are sitting at the very table with the people that want your Black Power extinguished?
It's for show, and I don't co-sign it. Worth calling out. And then, let's do what we're talking about. Where should we redirect our love to? If these guys are going to sell out in Coon, if these guys, Jay-Z and Beyonce, are going to just do business decisions like selecting who gets to play in the halftime for the Super Bowl, yeah, cool. It's good that you got Kendrick. It's good that you got Usher. But what are you doing in the community? What do you do? If you're not going to be 10 toes down, then who will? Who's an artist who's actually making changes, buying businesses? Who? Killer Mike? Who do we have?
And I've seen the other angles too. But it's still the simple fact that, I just, again, in the light of everything that's been going on with Kirk, in the light that everything, and I don't want to spend minutes upon minutes on this, but in the light of everything that's been going on with Kirk, I think it's just we've had situations I'm not speaking for the overall online experience. I'm thinking for my personal experience with people I personally know, people I grew up with, people like most of us, unless you moved from your hometown or whatever, you still know people that you've gone to elementary with, to middle school with, to high school with, or whatever. Still maybe have on your personal social media accounts or whatever. And that's the case for me. We've had situations in the past that have been telling on people's, where you stand morally or where you might stand on a situation. But this one in particular has been more telling than any of them for me. And the only reason yes, because there are clips of the man. I just saw another recent one of him saying, when I see people that are gay that have on the flag and then they have on, and they're also using the hashtag Free Palestine, I just think to myself, they would throw you off a building if you were there, but no, they can't throw you off a building now because they have no buildings. And then that is being shared. And I'm talking Facebook. I'm talking about personal stuff, because that's more personal Facebook, where people I know are posting that against Kirk, and people I know are coming back and telling them, yeah, but those are Palestinians. So if that's your view there, and I had another person, I'm not going to use names, obviously,
Kenneth. No, I'm kidding.
But I had another person, one of my assistant coaches, he's white. My old assistant coach, he's white, and he has 3 boys, and obviously his wife is black. Obviously, his wife is black. They have 3 boys, mixed boys. And he posted, he said, seeing everything that people have been saying about Charlie Kirk and how they've been defending him and defending some of the things that he's been saying, I can't help but wonder, what do you think about me and my family when you see us? Do you think those things about that Charlie Kirk has said? Do you think that my wife doesn't have the brain processing ability to hold the position at her job that she holds? Yeah. Do you think that blah, 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 blah? He was just, and people were on his status saying, well, you're now calling me a racist. And it's the being, the unwillingness, or maybe this is who you've always been, to be able to see the plight of what somebody's saying, to be able to see, this man or these people are saying these things about me. How is that what you now think of? Do you think that about me if you agree with this person? Because if you do, then we can't be friends. We've never been friends then. So it's just like this whole thing of even sitting there looking at Beyonce and them, and even though there were 3 people down, 3 people in between them and all that kind of stuff from other angles, there are things about there being said about our community that I think we all just need to, especially if you're a black or brown person, you need to be standing on business about. I don't. It's different. It's different. It's different. This is different.
Mm-hmm. You said you did something about Charlie Kirk, and Screen Geek said a DC writer was fired. We touched on that already. Why did you want to revisit it?
Oh, I didn't know we touched on that.
Yeah, you did. We touched it on Thursday, right when you jumped in the stream.
I must have missed it. I don't remember. But hey, they did. That's fine. It falls into the same shit that I was just saying about the whole Kirk stuff. Firing people, blah, blah, blah. I talked to to add to that, I talked to a friend of mine who is in the military, a military recruiter, and he is on his last year, been in the military a long time. He was saying, they even received in the military a deal. If your spouse, anyone in your household, family members, they're being monitored. If you say anything negative about this man, immediate discharge.
Oh.
They are proposing here in Oklahoma a holiday for Mr. Kirk.
Interesting.
Yes, because he is so much like Dr. King as everybody is, comparing him to.
Yeah, Dr. King,
Dr. King. Yeah, I mean they are one and the same.
Shit.
It's disgusting. I'm sick of it.
Civil rights, bro.
Yeah, I'm sick of it.
Well, the last thing to touch on with Marvel Zombies was that Brad Winderbaum said something about Blade. Actually, you did mention this earlier in the stream, didn't you? So we touched on it.
Yeah.
Making him the Fist of Khonshu freed us up in a lot of ways because he became now a new character with lore that we're creating from him, which let us kind of be more free, less tethered to the live action plans. Yep, saw that. Covered it. So you want to go to DC or do you want to go to Star Wars or one of the other franchises here?
Is there DC?
Yeah, we got some.
What are they talking about?
The Batman 2. Details so far. Filming starts around April 2026. Bruce Wayne is finding it very hard to be Batman. Takes Batman in a direction never done before in this way. Can I just say something? This is BS. This is just like, you don't know what the script is. You just wanted to fill it with words. Another murder mystery, digging deeper into the corruption. That's obvious. That's what this movie was going to be. Penguin appears in 5 to 6 scenes. Sophia Falcone will not appear. We already knew that. Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson believe it will top the first film. That's your Batman news.
Pattinson said he saw the script and was excited. They are currently in pre-production. Matt Reeves was on the red carpet talking about it. The Batman Part 2, 2026. What is it? 2 months before Man of Tomorrow.
It's not that big a deal. There's more news that Matt Reeves is confident Batman will be successful, better than the first film. It's been a journey that is taking longer than I would have wanted for a lot of reasons. Ooh.
One of those reasons, though, I think is more if it was real, whatever it was, the personal issues that were going on.
What was it?
I don't know.
Was he sick?
I don't know. But one of them is definitely, I think, James like, hey, can we just use Batman? But then again, like I said, I think James can also tell Matt, hey, we're going to use Batman.
Probably what's going to happen. Here he is talking, and reminder, he's got a really high voice.
Of course. And you mentioned you're working on one of the most anticipated projects in all of Hollywood right now with the Batman 2. Anything you can tell us about what we might expect from the sequel?
No.
I had to ask.
No, it's I'm incredibly excited. It's been a long journey to this point for many reasons, some personal, some strikes, so lots of different things. But I can say that the reason I'm the most excited is that the reason that it took long in addition to those reasons, is that we wanted to make sure it was the best it could possibly be. And I really do think that this movie will be better than the last. And showed it to Rob. He feels that way. We're really excited about it. And so I guess I could say that, which is that we're really excited after a long break to be diving in and going back into that world. And I'm really excited to be working with Rob and all of the people that we are going to be making the movie with Dylan Clark, my partner. It's going to be good. It's going to be great.
I think it's absurd at all because I think that the fever around, I mean, anything in the DC, anything in the universe is so high, and you got to protect it because people would just go.
Yeah. No, I would be very, I mean, obviously, because of what the first movie was and what this movie is, which is so much a detective story, the idea of trying to protect the secrets of the movie is super important because it's a mystery. I mean, it's all part of that. So that would be an extra level of heartbreak if that part of it started getting out. But yeah, it's, you know, these kind of movies always, you kind of want to keep the surprise so that the fans of the genre and of these movies can have the fun experience that I always loved going to the movies, which was to go and be surprised.
Yeah, I don't think it's absurd.
What's he on the red carpet for? CBS Paramount Plus. What exactly is he advertising?
I don't know. They better hurry up though. I know they're in pre-production, everything like that. When did that come out? In 2022?
I think March of 22. And it's filming in April 2026. Soon.
Man, it's a long time. Do you see them announce? No, never mind. No, James wouldn't do that. I don't think. No, he's not gonna do that. They're probably not gonna talk any Brave, Bold Batman until after the promotion for the Batman is done. I mean, but can you really avoid it with Clayface being in Brave and the Bold Batman universe?
You shouldn't. I was just saying it's nice to have Vision Quest, Wonder Man associated with Agatha and associated with Wanda and some of that spinning. DC could do the same. DC might do the same. Allegedly, that's why Superman had to be available on digital so that the Peacemaker fans could all get a chance to see it first.
Yeah, but then James keeps running with this whole thing like, oh, you don't need to see this to watch that.
I've had enough of all this nonsense.
Enough.
Whoops.
Oh no. What happened? Hey, you know what? We can take this time to talk some. Oh, he's back.
It dropped stuff. Is my mic working? Yes. Yeah. We're not going to talk anything. What did you want to talk, huh? What were you going to go to?
Oh, I was going to snooze the crowd with some Marvel Legends.
Some of these people actually do collect too. That's the thing. They like it.
There's a lot of new. They had a Hasbro con this past weekend. Past week. Some great new figures, man. Finally got a new Gladiator. They made Deathbird. Some great shit.
Oh, the Shi'ar Empire. Yeah. Hey, that could be signs that a movie is coming. Maybe not.
No, they're X-Men 97.
We did watch the Marvel Cosmic Invasion trailer. You're talking about the Skrulls video game thing, we just saw it. Just rewind the stream. So from Batman to Nightwing, the Gen V star Derek Luh says, I don't know if I can cross-promote, but call me. That would be cool. That would be sick. This actor wants to be playing Dick Grayson, Nightwing. Looks like him. Got that Luigi Mangione.
He does. He's one of the only ones I've seen saying anything about one to play Dick Grayson outside of Mason Thames, and Mason Thames just can't play Dick Grayson. But he fits. What's his name? I just know him as the guy from Gen V, and I think he's played in something else.
Derek Luh
on Netflix.
Make him say Luh, Luh, nah.
Yeah, he fits. He'd probably be inexpensive. You wouldn't have to spend a shit ton on a big name actor.
Just like David Cornsweet, because allegedly that was $750,000.
Yeah, Nicholas Hoult was what, $2 million?
Yeah, that's crazy, but it is what it is. Star power, right?
Yeah,
I
Nicholas
think
Holt's been in more.
in Black Panther, Matt Freeman, whatever his name was, the guy who played the CIA agent, that guy got paid more than everyone else.
But I could kind of see that. And the only reason I say that is just because of his resume.
Yeah. That's all.
Yeah, his resume is more extensive than anybody. Well, Miss Bassett, I forget. Angela out of them. Forrest Whitaker. Hold on. Well, we had
smaller part though.
Yeah,
Forrest had a small part.
Okay, Angela didn't.
No,
and
she's just a disrespected black woman in Hollywood. What's she gonna say? If you don't give me this role and the money I'm asking for, I'm gonna go star in another $100 million budget movie. That she doesn't have that.
You're right, but you're right. But if we talk resumes, I guess you could say if we talk resumes like on films that are Academy Award winning, Freeman. But if we talk resumes on films that like, and maybe those are just culture films for me, I'm talking about with Angela. But I mean, Angela's resume is just as good. And she should have won an Oscar for What's Love Got to Do With It. Got snubbed.
And for the one that she did here with Ramonda in Black Panther 2.
Yep.
So that would be that. So that's the news on Dick Grayson. There's another casting now for Nova Richard Rider. Another Dick. Isn't that funny? Isn't that cool how we go from Dick Grayson to Richard Rider? Terry Matalis, the showrunner for the Vision series, could potentially be working on the Nova project. Terry Matalis may also get an overall deal at Marvel Studios. What the is an overall deal? I've never heard that language before.
Yeah, an overall deal at Marvel Studios. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. What does he do? He's a writer?
Yeah.
Are they ever doing Nova?
Showrunner.
Did Feige not say during the promotion of Deadpool, Nova's 3 to 4 years away?
Something like that. He said he did like give interest when he was asked about it, which is great because then there were some questions like the one about Jonathan Majors where he's like, I'm going to continue avoiding that answer.
He said, you're the only one that's had the guts to ask me that question all weekend, and I've been evading it. He said, so like that, I'm going to evade it this time and move to the next question.
And they chuckled. Screen Rant.
Then he went on another one and called him that Kang actor.
Oh, yeah, that was the one with the Hollywood Reporter and Collider and Deadline. They were all sending their shill media. When I say shill media, when I say they don't ask follow-up questions, that's what I'm talking about.
You know, after I wanted to show it here, and I don't care if we get struck for it. We'll just trim it out in post. But after watching Loki, I pulled up. I didn't watch Quantumania because, God, can't do that. But I did pull up on YouTube certain moments from Kang's performance in that. And it's just that, I mean, I watched that one where he's talking to Ant-Man and then he turns the attention to Cassie and it's like, I will kill her. Then he says, do I look like a liar to you? Do I look like a man that would lie? And he's like, and he turns her. And it's just, it was good. It was good, man. It was good. And it's like, damn, Jonathan. Sucks. Great performance.
Race swap casting anyways. Next up, Star Wars. So we got something. That's cool. Little picture, little photograph. And I'm not talking about Grogu and Mandalorian, but we'll start there since it was the first thing that you sent me. Grogu, the favorite of the universe group, will be the protagonist of the Star Wars movie for the first time, and joins hands with the Mandalorians again to embark on an interstellar adventure. Grogu will officially join the Mandalorians wearing Beskha's heart armor. What kind of new galactic creatures will they encounter? I thought he already wore armor, didn't he?
That little knit thing.
Yeah, the Beskar armor. It was forged to something for like chain mail thing. He's in a clan of 2, the Mudhorn.
Yeah. They said all the cool shit in there, but he's going to be having conversations. And that's what I need to know.
Well, if he's going to be the lead of the movie, the words, and this came from the Shang-Chi Expo, if this is going to be, he's the favorite of the universe group, will be the protagonist of the Star Wars movie for the first time. How many other times did the protagonist not talk? Wally? Like, it could happen.
Yeah.
And it could also not happen and still be good. Yeah, we can not talk and we go, what an amazing movie. How they got around the vocal capability limitations. They killed it.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'm just not that fan any longer. I used to be. I'm not. We were introduced to this character in 2018. Disney Plus, $7. I was working at a commercial insurance place, working overnights and shit. I watched it at my desk. Moments I'll never forget. I walked away amazed. Week to week, I was amazed. He still has not spoken, and it's 2025.
Because his species ages slow. And he's had a traumatic event as a youth. And people do that. They go silent.
We don't know that his species ages slow, though. We really don't know too much about them. We don't know much about them. Yeah, they age slow, sure. We can do that. But that doesn't mean we don't know that that has any bearing on their speech, on when they speak. They could come out of the womb speaking. We don't know anything about them.
Yeah, he could just be a mute.
Okay, well, that's
Yaddle,
problematic.
Yaddle figured it out when she was 10.
That's problematic. He needs to speak. Yeah, I think Mando Grogu is just going to be a big, fun summer space adventure. I don't think it's about to crack open the mold of, like they're thinking, 3 more movies. But hey, maybe, you know, I haven't seen the script either. But I think it's just going to be one, just from what we know, bro, here are the characters. Again, Mando, Grogu, whoever the fuck Sigourney Weaver's playing, Stinky, and no, what's his name? Fuck, Embo as the villain. Embo is the bounty hunter with the wolf and the spear-shaped hat that he'll throw at times. He worked with Cad Bane a lot. In Clone Wars, yes, yeah. So
he was in the avalanche, like he was like snowboarding on the hat.
Yeah. So you've got him as the villain. You've got Stinky as one of the main characters. Of course, Mando Grogu. And then again, Sigourney Weaver as whoever the fuck. It's going to be a big, fun space adventure for the summer. I don't think it's cracking open the mold of anything more. I know they want this big Mando verse, but, you know, my big question, again, we've been doing this since 2018. At one point, I thought I knew where we were going. I have no clue. What is the Mando verse? What is the story you are trying to tell here? Like, I don't even know where are you going with all of this? I think I know where you're going with Ahsoka, but how the fuck does Din Djarin and Grogu play into that? So it's like, what are you doing? So no, I think it's just going to be one of those things where if kids are even checking for Star Wars, going to go to the theaters and be like, man, that was a fun space adventure. I don't think it's going to be anything more. And I say that knowing good damn well that I don't think it's going to be $1 billion film. I say that knowing good damn well no one watched Skeleton Crew, which was preferenced as a big fun space adventure with kids.
Yeah. Also, they had a weekly release, so it's hard to see them appear on charting things. And nowadays, they wouldn't have made it a weekly release. They've kind of shifted. Ironheart's 3 episodes at once, Andor 3 episodes at once. They're aware of the charting thing.
Yeah. And now, granted, the difference in the Skeleton Crew, obviously, and Mando and Grogu, is they have a pre-existing audience here with Mando and Grogu. But a lot of that audience dropped off too with that third season. The third season was some poo. I didn't even finish it. How many seasons are there? Because this is supposed to be like the fourth. It was going to be the fourth, but it's a movie or something now. Yeah, it's the movie now. It's going to be a fourth. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. They're like 3 more movies. If this goes well, it plays into the Mando verse. Again, my question: what is the Mando verse? And I don't know. What more could you do with Mando and Grogu that just stems an exciting 4 or 3 more films?
Your guess is as good as mine. But Dave Filoni's in charge, and he's kicking ass. And he's in the middle of working on Ahsoka, where they recasted Baylan Skoll's character. Looks like a young little Jedi to me. They're more ready to sell more Grogu toys. To be real, minus a few expectations, the age of the movie's star is over. Hold the phone. There were other big names in there who should have been paid more. That was from 10 minutes ago. I don't know what he's talking about. Kevin Davis in the building. He arrives, he leaves the chat, and he leaves. He says that the summer box office prediction for 2026, Toy Story 5, the Disney movie, Moana live action, Disney, The Mandalorian, Disney, Minions might not be Disney, Spider-Man Brand New Day, of course, they own Spider-Man, and Devil Wears Prada 2, that is 20th Century Fox, owned by Disney, and they got the Zionist Jamie Lee Curtis starring in it. So Kevin Davis, appreciate you for your input. Free Palestine.
Wait, Jamie Lee Curtis in what?
Isn't she in Devil Wears Prada? Too? Oh, I'm thinking of Mean Girls or the one where they switch bodies. It's all the same shit. They all came the same year.
Freaky Friday, yeah.
Freaky Friday. That's what I'm thinking about. Freaky
Devil
Friday.
Wears Prada is
sorry.
Yeah. Fuck. Meryl Streep.
Thank you. Xavier says, someone please make it stop. KK, please leave. She is leaving. You guys will understand. Gina Carano was keeping her there because they had this lawsuit, because they didn't want any of the discovery to come out, and they didn't want anyone to have to speak on camera and talk about the ongoings inside the studio. Now that Gina Carano has been settled, it's just, yo, Kathy, you want to leave, right? You want to leave on a W?
She's going to be like, no.
She's 71, bro.
She's going to leave. But then she's still, like I said, it's like Josh put footage. When she leaves, she's going to leave a big fart in the room, and that fart's going to linger for a long time. What
is that? There is no lingering. The only thing in production now is the Mandalorian Grogu movie, and then that Starfighter movie also. There's 2 things left. I don't think. Is there another secret project that she's working on?
It's not. I don't think it's a secret project. Isn't there a Rey film? There's not a Rey film, but a Rey something that they're still doing with her. Let me see.
They'll give it the Blade treatment.
What's his name's doing this? Sean Levy's doing Starfighter.
Nothing.
Filoni and Favreau are doing.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Whatever. Filoni will get his trilogy. He's in charge right now as creative, but there's nothing else.
Oh, that's what it is. I think it's supposed to be whatever her being in this is supposed to stem to her film or something like that, because she's going to show up in this.
Rey?
Absolutely.
Whatever they lead to will be abandoned. They'll say, oh, thank you, Kathy, for being here so much. And then they'll just... I
hope. But we are talking about the same Lucasfilm, not Kathy. The same Lucasfilm that said... she is their Obi-Wan. Rey.
Whoever said that might not work there anymore.
Well, we'll see. I hope not. I hope that they don't use Rey, but yeah.
That makes 2 of us. William says, Star Wars zombies, but only the younglings. That'd be a Visions episode. Andor set the bar high, says Perp Minded.
Man, y'all.
They want us to fight so badly. Look at this chat right here. And the Andor, you guys want blood.
Andor.
Okay, fellas, how will the Mando film do at the box office? Will it pass 500?
I don't
Star Wars will pass. What?
I think 600. I think they tap at maybe 6-7. So yes,
Okay.
I think they pass that
Yeah.
5. I think they pass a 6, 7. It's not going to be $1 billion Star Wars.
Yeah, and as we get closer to the release, I can see how the trailer works in chat. I probably have a better opinion, but I feel like 500 million is a safe bet for this.
Man, if they want to put $1 billion, and maybe it does a bit. I think it does. You want to put $1 billion back in the Star Wars pocket. You have him, Grogu, use him. That's the thing. Have him doing some Yoda ass shit. It's been some time. Have him doing we've already seen him training with Luke, so have him doing the jumping and but also do mix that shit, the Jedi training, mix it with his Mandalorian training. So have him doing maybe he comes off and then he fucking throws off a flamethrower or something like that. Bro, in the jetpack. You know how sick it could be.
You got a movie budget. Take advantage of a little
puppet. They don't wanna. They want him. That's what they want him doing. I'm like, I don't get it.
Kennedy will burn Star Wars to the ground before she goes. It's supposed to be a new Jedi order with Rey. It's supposed to. We won't let that happen.
Oh yeah. Our new order, the new Rey order.
Yeah. When's the new Star Wars celebration? It's not going to be next year, right? They did Japan this year, 25. They will skip 26. They'll be in San Diego or Chicago or somewhere in America.
I was about to ask, not to even. I don't know where they're going to be. I'm not sure.
I'll check.
I was just about to ask a very dumb question. I was going to say, you know what? I wonder if they're going to have Rey meet Luke. They did.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah. She met Jake.
And he hated everything about the Jedi and the Force and his life. And that's funny. Forget they did.
Star Wars Celebration next time will be at Los Angeles, April.
Really? Star Wars Celebration is going to be in LA?
It's going to be in LA.
Go back to that. Can you pull up tickets? How much are those tickets? What is it, like 6 months rent?
Yeah, probably. I don't want to click on it because sometimes, I don't want. Let me just wait and click on it here. I don't want to give no info. You know how these websites will do. You can't buy a ticket yet.
They don't even have a price listed?
You can only... No, they don't have a price listed. You can only go in as a media if you're interested in exhibiting there. Like if you want to be having a booth, I guess.
So what are they telling people how much tickets are? What, a month prior? What if people have to say, again, I'm sure these tickets are like 6 months, 7 months, a year's rent. So
yeah, they're going to be pricey.
Yeah, I'm sure Hayden Christensen and other big names are going to be there. So they make you pay for that shit. And that's just to be in the main area. Because the celebration is a huge event. So just to be in the main thing that's normally live streamed, that costs a lot of fucking money to be in that spot. Shit. And that's where I want to be or I don't want to go. So I'm trying to see how much it is so I can plan my life away until 2027. Never been to Star Wars Celebration. It's going to be very close. I've always wanted to go. It's normally in like Japan or some fucking
London place. Before that. Yeah. And I hate that they're 2 years apart. You got enough Star Wars to do 1 year apart. But 2 years apart.
They?
That's how they do. There's enough Star Wars to do 1 year.
They have something else to like really be like, earth-shattering news at Star Wars.
You can always have a panel of some of the old guys. You can do a lot of things with Star Wars with 1 year of fresh content. Okay, 2 years, fine. Let's go 2 years. 2 years.
They need to give that mall trailer. That's the most exciting thing they got going right now. It ain't Mando. It ain't Starfighter.
It's Starfighter.
It ain't.
You don't see this image here? Now, this looks like Zelda. This does not look like Star Wars.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like Star Wars.
First look at Ryan Gosling and Flynn Gray in Star Wars Starfighter. I guess that's the uncle to the young kid, right?
Looks like
that's
a Netflix show.
Mm-hmm.
He does look more and more like Dash Rendar. More and more. The kid,
Dash Rendar.
The Force-sensitive kid, I'm assuming what they live on some water planet or a planet with water, or they're on a water planet. looks like a Netflix show. But that's fine because the first image they put out was very Star Wars. You know, they were sitting on the speeder, so and it looked dope. It got me excited, and it didn't even do anything. It was just a still picture. So I'm ready. I'm still ready for Starfighter. I still don't think it's the hottest thing they got going. They need to lean into that mall shit. They need to release that trailer. It's online. Somebody posted it again on Instagram, and I rewatched it again. I was like, God damn, that shit's gonna be fucking crazy. And it helps too. Like I said, they're leaning there. You see it here. If you know who Dash Rendar is, they're leaning into Legends so much. I think it's because they're finally waking up and realizing, oh my God, we have 20 years of characters over here that we could just, I don't know, use. So I think they're finally realizing if they lean into these Legends characters, because he's looking more like Dash, you're getting Talon and the Mall Show, both characters that were banished to Legends and told to go die.
Yeah.
They brought Thrawn back. Look how successful that was.
It's working.
So maybe they're like, you know what? I mean, and then there's the rumors of Abeloth and Ahsoka.
Yeah. And Visions is going to be peak next
gets.
month.
Oh, well, I wasn't going there, but yeah. Hey, maybe they're leaning into Legends. They're still doing Visions. God, I guess it's successful then if they're still doing it.
I think the watch time it makes justifies the budget that they put into it. That just means that the budget was low. That's all that means. But yeah, sure, they're gonna continue on the Ninth Jedi, and maybe Visions will.
Okay, that one, yeah, I knew they were doing that because I'm interested in that one.
Yeah, I will watch that one too. That's all. Give me a Cad Bane miniseries.
They did. They did. It sucked.
Tales of Underworld.
Tales of the Underworld. It
didn't suck.
Pooch.
It did not suck. It was a good entertainment on May the 4th. Take that back. Unblow those.
I didn't want to know. Pause. I didn't want to know that Cad Bane. Maybe it's not that I didn't want to know. I didn't care to know that Cad Bane was a father. I didn't really add anything to the. It adds nothing. When I go back and watch him in Clone Wars, I'm not going to be thinking about, damn, he's got a kid out there somewhere. Like I'm not. It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't do anything for me that he killed his childhood best friend. It's just like that. Is a childhood memory that I feel like he could have told a story at a bar. Like he could have been telling that story at a bar. Like, oh, I don't know. When I was a kid, I killed my best friend. And I got a son to prove it. You know, cool. Move. Next episode. They spent 3 episodes on that. Crazy. And then Asajj just wasn't really even that great either.
Maybe it's because that guy gave me 12 episodes of Andor that makes me go, oh, finally, something of characters of consequence. Maybe that's why I liked it more. I might be on your trip too, your boat trip right here too, if they didn't do Andor and some of the other stuff, that Acolyte, some of that worthless, unassociated to an overall story show that went on. Finn and Lando all black, a Star Wars story. Let's stop suggesting things like that. Let's just suggest that we get good Star Wars. Finn can be in it, but I don't know. I think he's dead. I think he's done.
I want them to bury all those people. Bury Poe, because I saw the mask. What's his name? Oscar Isaac. Hey, Poe coming back? I don't know. I think maybe, hopefully, I would love to. No, bury Poe, bury Rey, bury them all. I don't want.
They're not that relevant. They didn't do anything magnificent. He's a pilot. Thank you, Poe. Hello, Andre. You missed nothing. Star Wars talk. The day Kennedy gets fired or quits, I don't care if they announce that at 6 a.m. I will be live here, and I'm just going to say Earth is better. Planet Earth is better. I know that there's a lot of trees being cut. Rainforests aren't what they used to be. Sea levels rising. But planet Earth, now that Kathleen Palpatine is not in charge, is such a much better place. That's what I'm going to talk about.
That's what she's going to want all y'all to think. While she lingers in the shadows, still having an influence on what's done at Lucasfilm. She's still going to be telling you guys, more Rey's coming. The Force is female.
You take that back. Is it Rey hate, or is it what Rey represents hate? if she's on my screen, then I know that's a character with the Force that I could be getting that I'm not going to be getting.
I think Daisy Ridley is I'm sure a very, very fine young woman. I'm sure that she's nice. I'm sure she probably gives money to homeless folks, all types of things like that. She probably does a lot of, she does a lot of. Her character that she portrayed on screen. They shouldn't have done the things that they did. They should not have done that. Making her a Skywalker, a clone's kid of a Palpatine, and making her Star Wars space Jesus.
So upsetting to hear you say that, because that is exactly what happened. And we've been in this for 7-8 years now.
Bro, when I will never forget. I said it during episode 7. But then I also let a lot go during episode 7 because Henry, I will never forget that experience. Star Wars was back. So, we were in a packed fucking IMAX theater. It was a whole deal. So I said it though, in that scene when she told the stormtrooper or whatever the fuck, what are they? First order trooper. You will unlock the door and let me out. And then he did. And I'm like, wait, she doesn't know she just found out what the Millennium Falcon was.
Yeah.
She has heard stories about Luke Skywalker and things like that, but she didn't know if any of them were real. She didn't even know if the Force was real. And now she's Force manipulating the mind of anyone, period. I was like, oh, but it took Luke 3 movies and he was still getting his ass kicked. Luke still wasn't a master of the Force by the time he fought the Emperor and Vader. But hey, here comes Rey, Space Jesus, and she can do it all. And that's just like, I can't. No. Or in episode 8 when she came through the back of the cave and was juggling the rocks because she opened like the back of the. No.
Yeah, I'll pass. I will shift it from Star Wars, which upsets me, to something that made me happy. Now You Can See Me, the Magicians movie. It's about to get wilder. The trailer is in 4 days, and this is on their Twitter. I think it's telling us that on September 14. We got 4 more days, but I'll be.
It is what it is.
Luke had talk no jutsu. That is, Naruto is known for talking to people, and his jutsu is, I'll talk to the villain and he'll stop being evil. That's what he means by that. But back to this. Now You Can See Me.
I didn't know what that meant. Okay, that is funny now that I have context.
Now You See Me, Now You Don't. That's the trailer. That's the the 4 days announcement before a trailer, the pre-trailer, the get hyped. If you are a fan of the franchise, if you saw the first 2, the third one is coming back, same cast. This is how you amp people up. The trailer is coming in 4 days, and tomorrow, me and Darius will be seeking it. And when we do the afternoon woke up, we're gonna have that trailer playing, and we're gonna react to this movie.
Oh, is it tomorrow?
Yeah. It's gonna be.
This was posted 3 days ago.
Yes, it was.
Okay, well that's fun. It's interesting. I forgot Now You See Me 3 was even coming out. I just watched the first 2 like a few days ago.
Nice.
Yeah. Great movies. That first one is something special. Why'd I watch them?
Yeah, were they just on the homepage of the streaming service?
Yeah. And
makes sense.
And I'm just fucking around in the studio with some figures and threw that on. It was good. That first one's always really good.
Less so the second one.
I like the second one. I do. But that first one, that one's really good.
Let's speak more to that, though. Let's speak to the announcing of a trailer. That's free freaking press. That's all of your fans who are interested in it are going to post it to their friends. You're going to get interest. And there's people looking for news stories to cover, websites, newspapers. And they're going, oh, look, the trailer's coming out for Now You Can See Me. Or you know what I mean? Now You See Me. And it just prepares people to spread attention to your thing. I love it. 4 days in advance. Let's do that also for Marvel. When the next Avengers Doomsday movie comes out, like, Yeah, you can obviously drop it at a convention. That'll be a surprise. We've got a trailer, and you don't want to jump on that. You want to surprise people. But if you don't do it at New York Comic Con coming up, if you don't do it at San Diego Comic Con, just put out a tweet and say it's coming. When James Gunn fucking told us Man of Tomorrow was coming with a Jim Lee art, why? Why didn't she do what she did with the trailer for Superman, where you gave us a whole day in advance that it's going to release at 8 in the morning? Why didn't you tell us, I've got a new announcement. It's coming on it's coming tomorrow. Winky face. I'm a Man of Tomorrow. You know, he might say something like that. We go, oh, what's he going to announce tomorrow? Man of Tomorrow, that's a book. You know, well, it's going to, you can make us like talk about it before you just announce everything. So good on them for the presentation. Now you see me. Something made you happy on Twitter? Yes, I was pleased. Super pleased. Not too much to talk about anymore. We did that. If we go to the Frozen...
Mando Grogu people are saying the Mando Grogu trailer's tomorrow. Okay. Hey, if you want to see it now, you can go to YouTube and watch it. It's up. It's going to be the exact one they drop.
Who's the people? Who's Mando Grogu people?
Mando Grogu updates. Mandoverse updates.
Oh, let's see here. Mandoverse updates. 4 minutes ago, everyone pray the leakers are correct, and we are indeed getting the Mando Grogu trailer tomorrow. We've waited long enough.
Again, you don't have to. You can go to YouTube and you can watch it. It is there. It's going to be the one they drop. I promise you so.
They won't recut a trailer for...
I don't think so. From my understanding, the one they showed at Celebration is the one they showed at D23, and it's the one they showed at whatever this little Shanghai thing was.
Okay. We're getting closer to the movie. It's September now. It comes out in May, the 5th month. So we got 8 months, I think. We're getting there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to keep saying that. Just please drop them all one that I don't have to watch it from someone's phone in 4K. Be nice.
We got news that Robert Redford sadly passed away at the age of 89. He played Alexander Pierce in Captain America.
Sad.
Another trailer news. We got the first trailer for Anaconda, and they're doing the same sort of thing where
this actually looks like it'll be fun. I'll go see it.
And 5, 4, 3, 2. You don't say the last. It's okay. Anaconda.
Did you see Paul Rudd's face?
I don't want to wait, man.
Doug,
what are you talking about? Let's do it. Let's reboot Anaconda.
What?
Yes. Wait. What?
Huh?
This is actually gonna be.
What'd you say?
This is actually gonna be fun.
But why would the characters in the movie say we're gonna reboot Anaconda like it's a movie in their world?
Because it's a movie in their world, and they're gonna remake it.
This is going to be the adventure of a lifetime. We've dreamed of making this movie ever since we were kids. What does it cost to get this thing made? $2.5 million.
We've approved a loan for up to $9,400.
Yes. We're going to shoot it indie style. Run and gun. We need a riverboat, a script, a snake handler, and a real snake. Claire, you and I will star in it.
I love you, Derek.
Kenny, you shoot it.
Here we go.
Doug, you direct. Action! Put your face right up next to the snake. No.
Oh.
Maybe it'll be okay.
Coding.
See, I laugh at stupid
This
shit
is
like
Anaconda. And we no longer have a snake for our snake movie. We have to go out in the jungle and find another one.
They're just idiots.
I love Jack.
What is that?
Oh my.
My anaconda! We're in the middle of the jungle and we are being hunted! My anaconda! Now we die! My anaconda! It's okay, you're safe, I'm here! Holy shit! My anaconda! Keep rolling! Anaconda don't want none unless you He's dead.
Oh no! What are we gonna do?
What if we use Doug as bait to get back to the boat? That's a really smart idea. Doug would have wanted this.
I'm not sure he would have wanted this.
What?
Mistake.
Oh, he's alive.
I think he checked his pulse. Right there. Doug! He's right behind you. What the hell is going on there? It's a long story. Run!
That's good CGI.
It is, and it's
On that,
genius using Nicki's anaconda.
That it's not Nicki Minaj's song. That was Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yes, but I'm sure she's gonna be she's gonna rap now.
Fans here.
Jack Black is a fucking treasure. That man is hilarious. That man is so fucking funny. I will definitely be seeing this one. It's like I'm gonna see it because it's one of those stupid comedies. It's just one of those stupid Christmas comedies. It's probably not got a bake, super bank, but people will go see it for the holidays. And fun.
I like how the snake looks, but I noticed that the snake isn't moving the leaves or the petals on the grass. You see, it's just a snake there. So I mean, that's and I'm putting it in 0.25 speeds. I know this is a minor complaint.
Yeah, they didn't really show him a lot either.
Nah. Solid trailer, solid movie concept idea. It's a fresh spin on things.
Yeah.
So if you were ever wondering, as I was, where's the black characters? Because this is Anaconda. It's supposed to reboot. Wasn't Ice Cube in the first one? Well, don't worry. It's not like that.
Yeah, it's not a reboot. Also, the first one, I agree with Nary's there. The CGI on the snake wasn't that great. Also, because they used a mechanical snake in the first one, in the real Ice Cube, Jennifer Lopez one. That's a real mechanical snake. That's not CGI. That's why that thing looks so god dang real. And they even said, I watched an interview of that, like a behind the scenes thing. Cube and then we're talking about there were times where it would go haywire because it was mechanical things, like what was that, early 90s, late 90s. It would go haywire. They said it was scary, because it looked so real. And like sometimes it would just be moving. I'm like, yeah. You can pull it up. Cube talking about it. You would be like, man, it was cool working with it, but it was also scary working with it.
Sick.
Yeah, and they showed how they put it together, how they made it, like the whole thing. It's not like just like it's not just the head. The entire snake was mechanical, which is impressive for that time.
I don't know about the CGI snake. LOL, it looks bad. Moving on to other miscellaneous news topics, that iCarly movie script is nearly finished and filming is set to begin in early 2026.
Was the spinoff that good to warrant a movie?
They got 3 seasons.
Did they? Shut your mouth.
Yes, they did. People
Without
like
Sam.
this character.
Did Sam ever appear? Did she guest star? Did she call in? Nothing.
Nah,
Jeanette
but she will
McCurtney's
for a
not
movie.
expected for this. Is she expected for this?
She will for this. Of course she will.
Jeanette McCurtney's
Right towards the ending. Oh my God, it's Sam. Or they'll have a character masked for a lot of the scenes, and then when she unmasks, and it was Sam the whole time.
Man, Jeanette McCurtney is pretty fuck Hollywood. I don't think she just came out with a new book that's pretty controversial.
Yeah, but it's talking about the old people, not the new people. New Nickelodeon want her.
Yeah, I don't know who these 2 black people are.
They were in the reboot.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, okay. So I know they cuss in this, don't they? They cuss in the new iCarly.
You know what words they say?
What? Like
Probably
shit?
fuck.
Damn. Do they say fuck?
Probably fuck.
Yeah. See, look, more pictures of. Here, let me send this to you. More updates. I get these all the time. More and more updates of Mr. Joe Locke and however you pronounce his new twin brother's name together, doing more things. They're signing autographs here, it looks like. Why is he signing autographs?
All right, man. Yeah. Let's wait on you to show me these D-list stars having something to do.
Hey.
Sorry. C-list stars.
Hey, you're not gonna. I'm talking about. You're not gonna talk about the Maximoff family that way. I'm talking about the Maximoffs. I'm not talking about Joe and however you pronounce his brother's name. I'm talking about the Maximoffs.
Ruardi Moliko, wearing matching Agatha all along and Vision Quest hats.
He's coming. The Maximoffs are coming.
Look forward.
Can't wait. I'm ready.
That's not nothing. One's got one hat, the other's got the other hat. Let's do something. Maybe someone will photograph it. They may have been told. I hope they were told to do that.
Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. While you're there, stay there and look at that. It's happening. Because they're doing so much together. They're trying to get them to get that brotherly bond, that twin vibe, that, hey, what's the other thinking? Oh, I know.
They dress
Finish
the
each
same.
other's sentence.
Ruardi is rumored to be playing Billy's twin Tommy in the MCU. This photo is from rehearsals for Clarkston on the West End. Is that a play?
Oh, maybe that's why they're spending so much damn time together. Are they in something else?
Yeah, Clarkston on the West End.
The fuck is that?
It's on the West End. It's called Clarkston.
You know, I read that in the caption. I just thought that was a place they were at on the West End. I didn't know it was a play. Oh, maybe. Okay, well, maybe that's why they're spending so much time together. Maybe it's not for fucking Vision Quest. I've been sitting here these past few weeks like, oh, they're doing more. It's been for whatever's going on the West End. So maybe not.
Yeah. It's opening in 3 weeks.
He's still in Vision Quest, so they're both in Vision Quest, but they're, I guess, doing whatever this is as well.
They're out here Clarkstoning on the West End. That's cool, though. Something else slipped my radar when I was looking over at Marvel stuff. There was another like mystery casting where Jennifer Gardner we saw a chair next to her. Jennifer hinting at her return on Instagram, and it says 11. She played Elektra, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not nothing, but it got us talking. Look, it's gonna get a 1-2 minutes from us right now today, right? Seeing that she's gonna return. We saw her in the Deadpool movie. She was fine there. She'll be fine here.
I don't know that I care. And I say that because I don't know that I like Jennifer Gardner. Yeah, so I just don't know that I care. I didn't like her exchange with Regina King at the Actors Round Table.
When she was asking her, what's your background?
Yes.
And then she's like, no, but where are you from before that? And then she's like, no, like when African Americans were enslaved and they had their history erased, they weren't allowed to share. Like she Are you mad at Jennifer Gardner for an ignorant statement or a question?
Was it ignorance or were you trying to be facetious?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Stop giving some of these folks passes. They know what the fuck they're saying. She knew what she was saying.
So she's a racist who wanted.
I didn't say one was a racist. I don't know that she's a racist.
Potentially, her intention could be that I want you to acknowledge your slavery roots. Like that's how racist I am in my head. I want Regina King bring it up to talk about how inferior you were in your ancestry. Is that what? Like, is that how people get off like that?
Maybe.
I find racist people, they try to not bring that up and they try to shy away from mentioning and recognizing the difficult past.
Here. Do this then. Let me. Well, I was actually honestly expecting that to pop right up. But go ahead to
Game of Thrones.
yes.
2 Game of Thrones shows will release next year. In January, there's A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I didn't know it was that soon. It's 3 months away. It's going to be killer. At HBO Max will have this show, and then Lanterns is probably going to come very soon afterwards, followed by whatever else DC has. But Harry Potter is going to come later in the summer. HBO Max just owns us with the time that we're going to spend. And then we got House of the Dragon in the summer of 2026. HBO Max is the service, and it's things that I want to see. I don't even know about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I just know the world of Game of Thrones is great. House of the Dragon is great, even if you have issues with the second season. This is what I'm talking about, baby. We deserve times like this. Yes.
Knights of the Seven Kingdoms is Sir Dunk the Tall. We get a lot more of the Targaryen family. This is during the reign of the Targaryens. Give me 1 second.
The Targaryen bloodline. As a fan, I like being served. I like every week having something to talk about and something to see. I know that Peacemaker really isn't that, because the guy I stream with on a daily basis isn't really covering it and following it. So I don't get that itch. I probably could stream with Blue or somewhere else. I know Onzo and Spoiler Kings are doing stuff. I could probably rope it in with them maybe if they let me. But Game of Thrones is going to be it. Harry Potter is going to be it. Lanterns is going to be it. And that's just one streaming service. You see all the franchises that we're a fan of. The big 3, Marvel, Star Wars, and DC. They, in the recent past, haven't been firing on all cylinders. But now it looks like if they don't, Avatar will pick up the slack and Game of Thrones will pick up the slack. There's other franchises that are just slipping my mind. You know the ones, Transformers, Ninja Turtles. We've got alternate franchises that are going to interest me and make me love something again. I'm getting into Ianu. I'm really, really into Avatar, though, is worth mentioning twice. There's other shows that they're going to be grabbing our attention here when Marvel, Star Wars, and DC don't. And Game of Thrones became one of those. I'll ask you, what are the top 5 franchises for us? And we know Star Wars, DC, and Marvel are the first 3. But what's 4 and 5? Game of Thrones, right? That's it.
And Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, I'm forgetting, yeah.
Yeah, the Knight Seven Kingdoms, Sir Dunk the Tall. You get Egg in here. Egg is his squire. Egg is what's his name's brother from the Maester Aemon from The Wall.
That old man, yeah.
It's his brother. I believe Egg does go on to be king. Yeah,
pretty close.
And Sir Dunk is mentioned by what's his name? The evil little boy fucking from Joffrey. Dunk is mentioned by Joffrey in Game of Thrones as one of the known knights of the Seven Realms, Seven Kingdoms. So yeah. I'm excited for this one. I just don't know why they haven't given a trailer for it yet. I'm the only thing they've given was that little sizzle reel, whatever they showed, and it was like just him looking up from the sword. I'm like, damn, that's it. Shit, I'm like something.
It's coming in January too.
Great. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I am. I'm more excited for this one than I am season 3 of House of Dragon. And that's just because I hope that they put more action in. I mean, where we're going with where we're currently at in the story, I believe. I mean, we should be seeing a lot more action. I just don't want to spend a lot of time with Daemon this season at Harrenhal. I don't. I felt like we spent too much damn time with Daemon, and I hope they don't do that.
Okay, you found this Jennifer Garner moment. Let's see it.
First, where we came from, where our parents came from. Why don't you start, Regina? I grew up here in LA, born and bred. One of the few people that are born and bred in LA. So that's, I think, a very cool thing, and I kind of wear it on
Look
my
at her.
That's very proudly, because so many people say, "Oh, LA is this and LA is that," and I'm like, well, no, you're not from LA, so you don't really know it.
But do you know where your ancestors are from?
Well, yeah, we're part of the Triangle Slave Trade, and from Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Senegal. But my parents are both from the South. Met each other here. To this day, I'm totally grateful my mom left. My mom was the one that was like, I am fucking out of this bitch, and I'm going to see what else is out there. And she came to LA. And Dan?
It's not that bad. I don't know her intentions.
I don't know her intentions either. But as Chelsea Handler being the one that was asking the question, that ain't what she asked. She's asked where she was from. She said she was born and bred in LA. That's where she's from. She didn't ask her, where are your ancestors from? And you saw the look that Jennifer had on her face when she was answering, like, you're not from LA. I'm from LA. I ain't giving them passes, Brand. No more passes.
Frozen 3 will include Anna's wedding and a new addition to the family. In this new chapter, witnessing the wedding of the century in Arendelle as Queen Anna walks down the aisle and joins Elsa on a new magical journey filled with unknown challenges. And what's even more exciting, the royal family is about to welcome a mysterious new member.
Somebody's pregnant.
Yeah, Anna's going to have a kid with her husband.
Oh, was that revealed?
Of course that's not no, it's not revealed, but of course that's what the plan is going to be. It'll be a girl too, I guarantee you. It's going to be a girl.
Is it going to be a girl with powers? Anna doesn't have powers, does she? It's just Elsa.
Yeah, so Elsa can have her kid in the next movie in Frozen 4.
Or maybe it skips a generation and it goes to Anna's kid.
Okay. You know, there's Elsa. Elsa she was asked on set. Kristen Bell does the voice and it's like, hey, is she a lesbian? No, she's focusing on herself. This is the movie. This is the third movie now. And it'll be the third movie, and I don't think they're gonna address her sexuality again until like with Legend of Korra at the final scene where did she just kiss with Mako? Did Mako and Korra just have a kiss together? And Mako's not her name. Her name is I forget. Not Mako. I'm just trying to say that Disney is going to placate. They're going to pretend like they're doing representation for lesbian representation, but after the fact, after they're selling movie tickets, after all that. So
I forgot this was even a talking point within the film's lore, I guess.
Disney's not going to go that route. Well, we'll see. Maybe Elsa is the one who has the mysterious child.
So let me make sure I'm understanding this correctly, because I did forget this was a talking point. Now, I am in no way a Frozen fan. I have not seen the second one. I only saw the first one because it was Mass Mania. And everybody was talking about it. So it was like, oh, let's see this Frozen film. And I saw it
the second one performed well, too.
In someone's living room. There are people that watch these Frozen films that throughout the film, the burning question is Elsa's sexuality.
It's been a question. It's been talked about.
I know. I forgot this was a talking point for this film. I just didn't know it was an ongoing. People are still curious about this.
I'm bringing it up.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I didn't know people were so curious about this cartoon sexuality. I agree with Lawrence, though. I don't think Disney's going to go that route. If they've not addressed it, I think they stay away from it.
Frozen made 1.2 billion. Frozen 2, 1.4 billion. 2019. That was a big movie year for Disney because Lion King also came out 2019. Endgame came 2019. Captain Marvel was another $1 billion. They got $4 billion movie in 2019. And Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker was $1 billion movie also. They had 5 movies that made $1 billion. There's not even what? That's nuts. That is nuts. They saw how it impacted them before. Yeah, Legend of Korra. Johnny,
are you talking about with Lawrence? Are you talking about with Lightyear, because I was going to bring that up too, but saying I'm about to touch that again.
People try to make. Well, I think it's worth touching because I think a studio has never put two main characters or one of their main characters, someone like Elsa, someone that high profile, actually be a lesbian on screen. Not like, oh, it's our final episode, open for interpretation, or we're gonna dance around the topic, and then maybe years later, like J.K. Rowling did, that Dumbledore is gay. That never happened. Like that's their like their tactic when they're not actually about that. Strange World.
Dumbledore was gay? Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm not. Shit. What movies am I
Yeah,
watching?
retroactively, a lot of characters get to be gay later on, and it's seemed as wow, progressive, but we're 3 movies in, Elsa's still not gay, and there's going to be a mysterious new member of the family, as it says here. A mysterious new member.
Well, yeah, I've not seen the second one. I can't say I'm looking for the third one. Not the biggest Frozen fan like that.
It's not for you.
Not that I don't dislike it. I didn't dislike the first one. I like the first one. I just, was never checking for Frozen 2.
Frozen has major songs, and Demi Lovato, she's a big star. She's someone who attracts that eye, that vision, the views. I mean, yeah, it's a thing. Next, we got the voice actor for one Kratos, Christopher Judge, is reportedly in talks to play the live-action Kratos in God of War.
This is what I was afraid of.
But he tweeted, "I am," and he shrugs.
If they are, I don't like that. I don't want it. I've already seen it. You want to know how I've seen it? Because they obviously, when they do these video games, these people are in these little suits with the dots. They filmed all that behind the scenes. You can go watch him do it in live action. I didn't like it. No. Some people might say, well, Darius, you didn't have the paint or anything on. He wasn't in costume. I still won't like it. But you know what? The more I look at him with his beard going like this and that kind of way that Kratos does, he's already plays his voice. Read it, boy. So he's already going to be, he's not TC Carson, Kratos, but, he can get out there, I guess, and do it. I just didn't want him as Kratos. But so if they're doing this again, if they're doing Christopher Judge, that then confirms what my big question was: what era of Kratos are we doing? That means we're doing Norse mythology Kratos. Why start there? And then so that means you get the kids. So then you might as well just bring them from the video game over to do this. Because if you're bringing him, and he already plays him in the video game, just bring the little boy over to be Loki. Do that whole thing then. I don't agree with doing the starting with the Norse mythology stories. I just don't. That's not the Kratos. I mean, if you're going to do you're doing a live action. He's not even a god here. He's just Kratos. You do God Kratos, God of War Kratos, where he's slashing through Greek gods, slashing his way through the Sisters of Fate, slashing his way through Medusa and other notable Greek creatures and people. That's fun. Kratos babysitting Loki. Not to say that the two new games aren't fun. They are. Kratos babysitting Loki and fighting Balder and Thor is not as exciting as the ruthless god of war Greek mythology Kratos. He's a father here. He's different. I haven't played the second one, but I watched the cutscenes for the first and the second one. Different Kratos. Same kind of like, hey, I can revert back and break some necks and kill some giants and shit if I got to. Different Kratos. Different Kratos. So if this is the route they're going, sure, it might be fun, might be great. I'm sure it still will be, but you could really get some asses in the seats with that other version.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion. First half hour, we talked about Marvel's Cosmic Invasion thing. Alan Richardson might want to go for this role. Yeah. Dave Bautista, maybe. The last thing that I have
I don't think Alan has the voice. Doing a Batman voice is different than trying to go down and really pulling off Kratos. I think, in my opinion. I think a majority of us in this chat could do a decent Batman voice. If what's his name, Christian Bale can, and not my favorite Batman, but if Christian Bale can pull it off, I'm sure most of us, and Pattinson's Batman can pull it off. Most of us in here can do a Batman voice. Doing Kratos' voice, especially like that's one thing I will applaud Christopher Judge on. Again, not TC Carson, but I'll applaud him on that. He has that like ground vibrating voice.
A ground vibrating voice.
Man, the way he I don't know, it's a very deep, scary voice. I don't know. It's different.
Triple H looks like Kratos. That's a wrestler, but he's way too involved with his day job. Like he does so much at the company. All right, Amazon Prime.
Who the hell is Triple H?
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Oh, him. I know him.
He's the wrestler from WWE. He's also in charge of like he was in Blade Trinity. He was in that.
He does look like Kratos. Ragnarok Kratos. Yeah.
He tries. And Conan the Barbarian. He's all about that. So this is Allen Iverson. Sports on Prime is the channel. They just don't have a full trailer. They only have a shorts version of this trailer. Let's listen.
My mom told me that I could be anything I wanted to be. And I actually believed her.
He represents everything we're about.
Respect. Convicted felon. Disbelief. Troubling role model. Misunderstood. Thug light. Loyalty. Anti-hero. Dominant. Icon. Grateful. He's been to hell and back, and he's still standing. The truth makes the story that much better at the end.
I like how he jumped over steps right over Tyronn Lue here. Great moment.
Yeah, that's a great moment.
Oh, I remember. I saw it live. Ooh, man, that's peak Allen Iverson. I think that was it. That was the MVP year, 2001. That was crazy, man. Don't like the negative, stereotypical things that they're reinforcing with all the words that they were saying there, and it was coming at you fast. But man, it's the Allen Iverson story, and there it is. I wish he was smiling. I wish he was smiling instead of just a close up on his face, on his eyes.
What words are they saying?
Right here, right this part here.
We're about
respect. Convicted felon. Disbelief. Troubling role model. Misunderstood. Thug light. Loyalty. Anti-hero. Dominant. Icon.
The story.
Yeah,
it's his life.
Yes, I would like to hear other words to describe him that are like community changing, uplifting,
you
from
gotta,
the mud,
to get to
rich.
the bad or to get to the good, you got to go through the bad. You cannot skip out on things on the man's life. If he has a criminal record and it's a story about his life, hell, sorry, you don't want the criminal record. We got to talk about it.
You're right, and I don't like it. Only game they won that series too. Lakers, yeah. Then they sweeped them right afterwards in 2001. I have seen AI a few times running into him around the city over the years.
Hell,
you should not be able to a few times unless you work at the arena or somewhere near the vicinity. I don't like knowing that you bumped into AI a couple times.
You know what? I got a basketball. I walked into Walmart today. An old black man asked me, "Do I play for the Thunder?" Started to say yes, but said no. So hey, people running into me might think, "Hey, does this guy play for the Thunder?" So maybe I'm giving somebody their AI story.
I'm on the practice roster. They'll believe that. He's addressing what people were saying.
Elite Thunder team called the Lightning, the Bolts. What are they? The Crackles. What are they? What is the D-League Thunder team called?
Is it related to the weather also? The rainy days.
I don't know what they're called. I play for them.
The Tulsa Cloud.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. I met Iverson years ago when the 76ers played the Pistons. I was in college, and me and my homie Larry went to the game. We had floor seats.
Dope. Never met AI.
One time.
I've met Scotty. I've not met Shaq, but I've seen Shaq. Seen LeBron. I'm not a big LeBron fan. My cousin is. We were there in Vegas for that big tournament, and I was trying to push him. I've never seen a 14. This was when Bryce was 14, or not Bryce, Bronny was like 14. It's when he played with Mikey. Security at the game. The gym was at capacity. People outside the windows with their phones and stuff, like people all pressed against. And so obviously when the game's kind of closing, people start leaving. So as soon as it ended, I was trying to get my cousin in and like pushing him toward LeBron. I'm like, come on. So you go get your picture, get an autograph. When I tell you that security guard yanked LeBron out of that gym. So now LeBron's a big nigga. He was yanked like a rat. That nigga was bigger. And yanked him out that gym so fast. I was like, oh God. I was like, well, never mind. Sorry. Can't get too close to him because that dude was not playing any games because all those kids were like trying to get over there to him. But he got a picture with Mikey. He's not doing anything now though.
Okay. I don't even know who Mikey is. You kept saying
Damn, you don't know who Mikey is?
Nah.
Mikey Williams. Damn, that's well.
Is he a basketball player? Prodigy?
He definitely should have been there with Bronny, but you know, like a lot of those kids, dumb decisions, which is crazy. You're in the position you are. You know, he had a whole deal with Puma. You know how kids can get paid now. All down the drain over some gun shit. Yep. I don't even know what Mikey does now. I have no clue. I don't know if it's just posting on his Instagram of like working out in the gym, but I know if he does play for a college team, it's unbeknownst to me.
Hope the best for Mikey Williams.
Right.
We've got an Alex Perez question answer thing, but I'd rather cover that tomorrow than cover it now. I'm pooped. I'm gonna hydrate. Thank you for coming. T'Challa, Black Panther, he's in the game. Jonathan Majors as Kang. It's not happening. The what's up? What else is there? The X-Men, they're fire. The X-Men are all over the place. They're gonna be in Avengers Doomsday. We're interested in that. Game of Thrones, they're popping 2 series next year. Not to mention Lanterns and Harry Potter, which are also on HBO Max. They're winning next year. Streaming wars. We're in the vegetable phase right now of some of the Marvel stuff, and you know we got to get Wonder Man, all that stuff this year, and then finally Doomsday, Secret Wars, and things will be much more better. And other franchises are stepping up from behind. Our top 5 franchises, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, have been joined by Game of Thrones, Avatar, and Harry Potter.
Who are the Knights? UCF Knights? Anybody college basketball people know who that is? Anyway, that's who Mikey plays for. So he's in college. He's in college playing ball. I just don't know if it's D1 like he was on the road to.
UCF.
But he still plays. He's still hooping. For those out there that might have even known who he is.
Central Florida.
Well, there it is. Mikey said that is the stream today. I'm back. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow, Thursday?
Yes.
Damn. Back tomorrow, Thursday, for the Pantheon stream with Marcus, as well as should be tomorrow morning as well. And we will cross the topic bridge on Thursday evening when we get there. If you don't see those streams on Thursday, you should come and join. We do those with Marcus over the back of the bus. So that's at 8:15 Eastern and Central Standard Time. So come on by for that. If you like what you saw here and you're new, go ahead and hit that subscription button and like button. We'll appreciate it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we will see all of you guys tomorrow in the next video. Peace out.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Travel down the road and back again.
Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl. Oh, yeah. It's my part right here. Ooh, if I did everyone,
Hallelujah.